Welcome to Something to Talk About.
Hi, welcome to Something to Talk About. My name is Taco, and I have an amazing live stream ready for you. It's an amazing character that I only wanted to cover a little bit. I was like, oh, it's a character video, but I don't need to go as in depth as when I cover them like for my YouTube videos, so I could just be a little, loosey goosey. Yeah, that didn't end up happening at all. I covered him with as much detail as I cover any character, and I have 20 slides. So I want to go back and see how many slides I have for Rhaena Targaryen, Dreamfire Rhaena, because I might have more for Dolorous Edd. That's right. This is what you clicked on. As you know, it's the one thing you do know. And yeah, we're going to have a long one. Let's hope we get through it. Hopefully it's going to be really fun. But I got a lot of Dolorous Eddisness, Eddison Tollett to get through. Actually, my number one favorite Eddison, turns out. So let's bring on some guests. I have a really great panel. One person who doesn't normally show up, and then some of the normal usual suspects, if you will. So first off, we're going to start with my favorite cowboy. We got Michael Talks About Stuff.
How we doing, everybody?
Do we have the same middle name? Talk about close.
I was gonna say, I think it was one of those things where when our families came over from Europe, they spelled it different at Ellis Island. Like you got Talk About, I got Talk About Stuff. It's one of those.
I think it's like the same root name.
Exactly.
Williamson and Williamson. They're
in Polish. It was the same, and then they're just like, we don't know how to spell that here in America. Damn it!
You think I'm Polish?
No.
I'm very, very far from Polish. Well, not very far. I don't know. It depends on what you mean by that. But anyways, this doesn't make any sense. This is all gibberish. Let's bring on one more guy. And now we're going to a northern neighbor. I'm giving him a chance before I jump in to give him a little warning. This is a guy I used to be on a channel with a long time ago, and I've been trying to get him on because he isn't a Song of Ice and Fire fan, but he's a very busy person. I've probably invited him more than anybody else here, and he has been here less than anyone else. And I know what you're thinking. I should stop inviting him. We got Dave.
Hey, Taco. So excited to be here. Yeah, thank you for having me. I told you on the 11th time you asked me I'd show up. So I'm here. I am here to fulfill that contractual obligation, but with a character like Dolorous Edd, you couldn't keep me away. This is one of my sister's favorite characters because he looks like every guy she's ever dated.
Ooh, like the TV version or the show or the book version?
Somewhere in the middle. Middle.
I like that actor, but he is not a good-looking man.
By Canadian standards.
Oh, by Canadian standards. Yeah, you guys are famous for having really ugly dudes and really hot women. Yeah, so, I mean, like the one dude who I know who lived in like Quebec was not a good-looking guy, but I know all the chicks he was with were like all 10s, and I'm like, what?
If you're not named Ryan, you're not a good-looking guy.
Is there a lot of hot Ryans up there?
Yeah, Reynolds and Gosling.
Oh, yeah, there you go. The baby goose himself. All right, let's keep bringing people on, and I think he'll eventually stop wandering around his apartment, and let's all hope it is his apartment. We have Rust.
What's up, everybody? Sorry, I'm just currently looking for one of my cats.
Yeah. When was the last time you saw him? Or them?
Not long ago. I just have to put him in this room right now, and so I just got to open a can of his food for him to listen.
All right. Well, I'm glad I brought you on. Very important. Good luck. In speaking of cats, we have a guy who has many cats, and one could say he is very random, and that is Random Internet.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Sorry, I was actually feeding a cat. We have our backyard mama cat. I was putting out her food and water for tonight because she's not in the pen right now. So
yeah, well, that's
sometimes she comes in the catio, but she's like totally feral, so you can't like touch her or anything.
Yeah,
but she knows how doors work, so like I leave it open, she'll like come in and sleep for the night, and then she'll go back out, and then I put her food out in the patio for her. So,
I mean, I do have one thing I need to say about that.
Right? He's so random.
He's so random. He's so random. I had to get it off right away. I was too busy getting my videos ready, and I didn't add any new clips. And I've been downloading clips all month, and I'm really sad about that. So it's probably not going to be a very clip-heavy week, but we'll see. And then we got one last person to bring in, and I don't know if I'm interrupting him doing anything because I've never seen what he looks like, and that is Mr. Tormund, first name Stoner.
I mean, that's kind of part of the charm, the mystique.
The mystique. Is that something you say the person you're stalking like, hey, the fact that you don't know I'm behind you is part of the mystique. You know?
Yep.
You never see me coming. It's fun.
Yeah. I kind of did imply that, huh?
Yeah, kind of. It's all right. I don't know if you're creepy because I've never seen you. Which is kind of creepy. Russ, did you see the clip when I played it? Are you seeing my clips?
I've seen you play one clip so far.
Oh, good. All right, sweet. So you can see him today. Did anyone bring the joke book?
The joke book.
Before
I used to check joke books out of the local library when I was a kid.
They're good.
I remember doing that.
I used to have like an old 50s joke book that was like really hilarious, actually.
I have a dad joke book like right on this bookshelf over there.
Nice. I feel like I've gotten a dad joke book for every birthday since I became a dad. So,
Is that or a tie?
I don't get enough ties because I own a lot of ties, so I don't think people like buying them for me because they know I own a lot. All right. Sorry. All right. Let's get through some rules and then I'll get going. First 3 rules.
No vulgarity, no mischief, no politics.
You know who you are. And yeah, so I like I said, we have 20 slides to get through, so it's going to be a lot of me talking and 5 guys just not saying anything until it's over, which is going to be really awkward. So if you guys have anything you want to, if the chat has anything you want to say, go ahead, fire off in the chat. But if you want to make sure I actually see it, send a super chat. That I'll definitely notice those. And if you have any questions for any of us, we are a Song of Ice and Fire experts, and also Rust is here. So we'll be able to answer those questions if you have any. And and if you want to toss a little bit of money, but you don't want to do it through Super Chat, I do have my PayPal link in the description. And yeah, I probably won't know that you did that. So maybe also let me know in the chat or also just check it and see it later. So yeah.
I was gonna say,
sorry.
Taco.
Oh my God, I opened up the wrong thing. Sorry, guys.
I was gonna say, Taco, before you start, you don't know it, but you accidentally described my sex life: 5 guys and not a lot of chit chat.
That's good. Good. Is it just 5
the
guys?
no vulgarity rule right away.
I know, right? I mean, that wasn't. It was suggestive.
No, he didn't. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, he didn't say what those 5 guys were doing to him, or 4
right?
guys. Sorry,
I kept it classy.
Yeah, I kept it classy. You're a classy gal like that. Yeah, yeah. You're a debutante, if you will.
Debutante, exactly.
Yeah.
A debutante.
Random internet debutante. That's cute. Very cute. All right.
It's part of the Debbie Downer family.
Oh, there we go.
Just like
Debutante.
If he ever joins OnlyFans, that is now his name.
Also, because of your thing, I almost feel like I have to just bust it out again.
What the no? It was one of the rules.
Remember, no politics.
It's one of the rules.
I'm sorry. I just now that I have it, it's too much fun. Just be like, hang on, let me curtail some freedoms over there.
Oh my God.
So you guys don't want to know about the local races up here in Canada? That's not something that you guys are interested in?
No politics.
Wow.
Oh boy.
I mean, I think if we had a vote, it would come out yes, but
You guys are still allowed to vote
In
down
the
there?
green room?
Canadian politics. No, just kidding.
Do Canadians really have politics? Come on. Does it really matter? Up there? Have you ever, come on. Your most successful Canadian politician did meth in office. Like, that's all we know about it.
Whoa.
Crack.
The most well known.
Please.
Yeah, the most well known. It was crack. Sorry, my bad.
Come on.
I didn't mean to slander.
Exactly.
He did it maybe once.
False information.
Hi.
Look, maybe more Canadian politicians should try that, and they would be more successful. Who knows?
We're trying to pass a bill. There's a lot of red tape.
All right. I don't know. Did he have a strong run after that? I don't believe so. All right. Moving on. He didn't get reelected. We will cover an election later, so there's that. And yeah.
Good old King's move.
Rule, Taco.
That's not the King's move. Yeah, right. Okay, so let's first talk about House Tollett. House Tollett of Grey Glen is a house from Grey Glen, believe it or not, in the Vale of Arryn. They are sworn to the Royces from Runestone, and their words are when all is darkest, which is some pretty good words. I do have to say that's some kind of, it's a little emo-y. Like if that was the name of an AFI or My Chemical Romance album, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah. So the Battle of the Seven Stars or Battle of Seven Stars, okay, was a massive battle that took place at the foot of the Giant's Lance during the Andal invasion of the Vale. Septim Mallow wrote an account of the battle. The first men of the Vale were defeated, and dominion over the Vale was claimed by House Arryn and their Andal supporters. Torgold, there we go, the Grim Tollett was one of the casualties of the Battle of the Seven Stars on the Andal side. So was it important for me to bring up the Battle of the Seven Stars when we have 18 more slides to talk about? No, it was not.
But we're doing it anyway.
It's important that we get all the, we don't want to get accused 2 hours from now of like, oh, well, you guys didn't even talk about the Battle of the Seven Stars.
Well,
it's
how
races.
Though I didn't know anything about House Tollett, so I was like, it actually is kind of interesting. So
well,
yeah.
The words do kind of match Dolorous Edd, right? Like he's a bit of an emo guy himself. So
when all is the dour,
he has a lute with a crushed rose painted on the back.
Oh my god, that's
the only way it wouldn't have been more obvious is like only if it had been like Dowerton or something like that. Only then would it have been more obvious that
House Tollett from Sadville.
I was gonna say House Tollett beneath the heights of Hawthorne, right?
That's a second, man.
That's
not bad. That's pretty good.
Not at all.
Wow. Oh man. And we're gonna take this back just like I would take back Sunday. One could say I have a fire inside. That is what AFI stands for. Do you guys have anything else before we go?
I was gonna say there aren't a whole lot of red jumpsuit apparatuses in Westeros. Like
no.
Was this whole topic just chosen so you could get all these puns out?
Yeah, I actually didn't write anything. I don't have anything prepared. It was
There's
just
only 17 more slides of pun setups.
Of specifically emo band puns. So, because if you wanted to make out with a hot goth chick, you had to pretend you were into that stuff, and I did. I was a punk. I had to pretend, dude. All right. Let's talk about the history of Dolorous Edd. I'm glad I took a bite of my beef stick first. I'm not going to be able to eat my stream snack at all.
I thought we weren't talking about what random guy does.
Yeah. I'd let Rando take a bite of my beef steak, if you know what I'm saying. No, if he was hungry, I would share food. I'm like that. I'm a nice guy like that. All right. So history of Dolorous Edd.
The other beef stick, though. What about that one?
Are you gonna say we're gonna make it a jerky? I'm on it today. Edison, a thin man. He's thin as a pike. He is dour and gray-haired. He has a long face like a mule. Oh, poor guy. He has a dry and pessimistic? There you go. Pessimistic sense of humor. He is well liked by his brothers in the Night's Watch, which is true. I came across that line. I think I cut it because it was later on and he wasn't in that scene and they were just talking about him. So I said, F it. But yeah, Dolorous Edd appears to have been born to a lesser branch of House Tollett, as he speaks of being raised in a crude house, such as the poorer of the small folk might have. Though this might just be him goofing around. We will be getting to that scene later. I don't know if I like any of his stories. I don't believe. I don't actually think he grew up the way his jokes are, but we can have that discussion when we get to it. You guys actually think that they ate rats and that he lived in a zero furnished hut?
I'm always suspicious of things Dolorous Edd says, but that's just because he's just an interesting, weird character. So it's like, you know,
he seems to be playing a character a little
bit.
Seems
a bit, yeah.
It does seem like he's like you know, overly explaining this weird backstory that he's kind of made up for himself. You know,
so I was working on his Type 5 for the Comedy Store.
He also just seems like just the most normal person at the Night's Watch from all this. Like, everybody knows, like, when you're saying he's well liked by his brothers and stuff, it's like, because he's just a normal guy.
I think he's like a good hang
guy.
He's a good hang.
You know what Dolorous Edd makes me
think of? Chill dude, you know, he's just chill.
You know,
his baseline emo's at a 4, and like, you know, I can live at a 4.
You know, back when you had to buy drugs at people's houses and not at dispensaries, I think of Dolorous Edd as like the guy who was on the couch at your dealer's house.
That's
like,
right.
Do you know exactly what I'm? The guy who just like,
you
never really learn his name, even though you see him.
And he's always got
horrific.
something going wrong. Like, you know, he's there and you're hanging out. You're like, hey, what up, Ed? And he's like, yeah, man, my fucking Civic's in the shop again today. Or like,
you got $5, bro?
Yeah, I lost my shoelaces this morning. He's always, like that guy who always just happened to him.
Always that guy
who bro, how do you lose your shoelaces?
He explains a really big problem, but only asks for a small amount of money.
Right.
Like, yeah, man, I got cancer.
Like,
I just got evicted. Can I have $6? It's like,
my dog ate all these Hot Wheels, and he's in the vet right now.
You got about
money off you, bro. Like,
you got about 35 cents and a cigarette I can borrow. I can help you out. He needs a ride. Yeah, Dolorous Edd needs a ride.
No, yeah, Dolorous Edd would need a ride. He'd have his own car, but he'd still always be asking for a ride.
He'd still need a ride.
You guys give me a lift down the Circle K, like when you head out, just like really quick, you know?
You need a lift back? No. Figure it out.
At the Circle K on the opposite side of town, bro. You gotta walk. I'm not giving you a ride.
Hey, can I get a ride to the gas station? I want to get cigarettes. It's like, hey, you want to ride back? Nah, just drop me off.
This is 100% Dolorous Edd.
Yeah. All right, that doesn't make
just
sense.
A real character.
All right, I love.
He is someone you would meet IRL. Like, he is not that strange.
Grim, just grim. House Tollett. Tollett looks too much like toilet too, which I have an issue with. All right, so let's finish off this slide. Dolorous Edd appears to be, I already said that part, according to semi-canon sources, which is So Spake Martin, which is really hard to say. I hate saying So Spake.
So Spake.
So Spake Martin.
They should have said Thus Spake.
Yeah, it was.
So Spoke? Wouldn't it be Spoke? Isn't he an author? Like, doesn't he know literature and grammar?
Is more period.
I just now am realizing that is what. Okay,
yeah. So Spake Martin. So he was recruited to the Night's Watch by Yoren, who told him that women cannot resist a man in uniform, leaving out that the Night's Watch have about stylist.
I mean, no wonder he is grumpy. No wonder then. Come on.
This also sounds like a corny joke, right? Like,
it is so funny.
You can't be kidding me. That everyone knows the Night's Watch to some degree, right? Like,
yeah.
No way.
It sounds like a Dolorous Edd joke. Like,
John didn't know the Night's Watch, and he even knew that part.
Yeah.
And like the other thing is, though, you can always just get there, decide you don't like it, and leave.
John could have,
if you aren't sent there as a criminal. So
even as a criminal, you could decide that you want to take the execution or whatever, right? Couldn't you? Could you get there and be like, "Fuck it, I'm not down for this." Just jump.
All right, take my balls.
What does that first day look like if you're like, man, you know what? Decapitation is
what do the Night's Watch dropouts look like? They just get shuffled off to a room, wait for Yoren to pick them back up, take them back to jail.
That would be fun. All right, so we're going to cover a lot of days for the Night's Watch. So let's find the day that if you came in and that was going on, you would rather be executed. So if you find that day, like later,
Was there
like
a guy-
Janos Slint, just you start the morning with Janos Slint getting dragged out and his head cut off, and you're like, so I'm Frank, I'm you.
I'm gonna say it's for me. It's when you first get your first drunken bite of 3 Finger Hobbs mutton. You're just like, it's all gray and fucked up, and you're like, just give me the rope, bro. I'm not up for this.
All right, for one, I don't tolerate people talking shit about 3 Finger Hob in his food. I mean, he got 3 fingers and he's still like some of his food
I'm not talking shit on his like worth ethic or the fact that he shows up every day and grinds in the kitchen. I just mean like that gray mutton, man. That doesn't sound very appetizing.
Yeah,
I wish all.
Yeah, the food he has to work with is not his fault.
I mean, he's got a lot of vegetables. Maybe if he had like a vegan, vegan.
Well, that's
menu.
One must make one's clothes according to one's cloth.
Yeah, I'm like
I cut out the line later because later on I just started like I stopped adding context because it was getting too far and I had to finish it. So I literally finished it right before we started. But there is a line of his 3 meat soup, and then people say, "Oh, his 3 meats are mutton, and mutton." And then John goes, "It's probably carrots, onions, and turnips at this point." Yeah. Like, it's probably not even.
And that doesn't sound that bad. If he's serving up his vegan cuisine or mashed turnip or something, I'll tolerate it. But that gray meat every day, I'm like, oh man, just
yeah. But you know the problem with him.
Send me back, and I'll do Time in the Crow Cage on this one. You
know, he'll prune you when you least expect it, though. That's what you gotta be worried about. We'll get to that line later. I've been literally I've been dollared up. Like I wrote this whole video pretty much. Some of it on random stream yesterday. I was half writing. I got like 2 slides done, and then the other freaking 18 were all the day. And yeah, so I feel a little high, like just being in Dolorous Edd's mind so much. So yeah, let's head over to White Tree, which is a little later in the story than I thought of the first time we meet Dolorous Edd. Is we don't even meet him in the first book. I wasn't aware of that. Honestly, no, sincerely, no fooling. All right, so White Tree.
Well,
Edd,
mister.
What? Thank you. I'm glad you got where I was my Archie talk there for a second. All right, Edd is part of the Great Ranging Beyond the Wall. While at White Tree, musing on what they might learn if bones could talk, because Mormont said, "If only bones could talk." So Mormont orders the houses searched. John is paired with Eddison Tollett. And then here we go. So I've been thinking, before we get going, should I kind of do like my voice here? I'll read the first one. Bad enough when the dead come walking. Or do you want like so? I was thinking of like literally plugging my nose. Like I was thinking, bad enough when the dead come walking. Is that too much?
You should also, I think,
like that second one.
pour a little water on your face at the same time. Simulate the sensation of drowning real good.
Also, before,
if you could waterboard yourself when you read that would be great.
It's a taco stream.
You'd also be doing your Smeagol's Friends imitation on Smeagol's birthday.
Should I do Smeagol? Should I?
No, his cousin was the one who drowned.
Oh yeah, you're right. Why are you wanting me to drown?
I don't fucking know, man. I'm bored.
Why are you here? What's going on there? All right.
This is gonna be a long one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long one. Well, once we start cooking, we end up going. It always it's always a slow start. It's always a slow start. Should I do nose plugged or like just like this? Is this one?
I'm all for nose plugged. I thought that was fun.
Yeah,
nose plugged.
Yeah.
All right. If it gets too annoying, if my nose starts hurting, we'll have to start all over. All right. We'll start from the scratch. These people are just gonna have to wait. Man enough with the Dana come walking, Edd said to John as they crossed the village. Now the old mare wants them talking as well. No good will come of that, I warrant. And who's to say the bones wouldn't lie? Why should death make a man truthful or clever? The Dana are likely dull fellows, full of tedious complaints. The ground's too cold. My gravestones should be larger. Why does he get more worms than I do?
He's so right.
It's so funny right off the bat. I don't know if I can do
non-stop stand-up routine.
I can't laugh with my nose plugged. I'm like, I think I'm just gonna have to do the voice. I'm not gonna plug it. All right.
He's like a sad Kramer.
He's a riffing all the time. Is there a glitch?
Oh no, it's Baylor Blakespeare said he was getting a black screen.
Is he doing on the stream? I'm not on the stream, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I am, and it's fine. It's just a YouTube glitch. Live streams occasionally have weird glitches on the viewers.
Yeah, but it also occasionally goes black because we did or said something bad. So like it's good to know.
It's all on Canadian politics.
I was once doing a live stream, and I'm not going to say any of it, but I was doing a live stream covering the show Succession, and we were literally just talking about the plot and about an election that was being bought. And then it went black, and I was like, well, that's bull. That doesn't help our case at all.
They thought you were plotting a secession.
Guys. And yeah, like we lost it, and I was like, you're kind of proving us right here, buddies. But yeah, anyways.
The term plotting a succession is very funny.
I said secession, like they thought you were plotting a secession, not a succession.
A succession. Anyways, so John goes into a hut with a dirt floor and furnishes. John says that it must be a dismal place to live. To that, Ed says, I was born in a house much like this. Those were my enchanted years. Later, I fell on hard times.
You know who Dolorous Edd is reminding me of at this point is fucking Squidward from SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Did I read it?
I can't believe I'm stuck at the wall here with you, SpongeBob.
I could do like a Seinfeld.
Or
those are my enchanted years.
Jim Varney.
I can't do Jim Varney. That would kill my life, but I wish. Yeah, a succession. Thank you. That was a joke. I'm glad you got there. And
now I'm just imagining.
And what are you doing later?
Squidward dressed up in blacks, and he's like there down the wall trying to make the best of it.
It's very funny that succession comment is not showing up in the actual YouTube.
Nice.
YouTube censors it.
Oh man! But I showed it. I showed it though.
I know. Yeah, it's fine. YouTube's auto filters just catch a lot.
Well, let me know if it doesn't show up, because maybe if I show it, we'll get in trouble. I don't know. All right. So where was I? We're getting a nest of dry straw bedding filled one corner of the room. Ed looked at it with longing. Should I do like a? I'd give all the gold the castle he rocked to sleep in a bed again. No, it's horrible. Okay.
Yeah, the Seinfeld is not working.
Nah.
You gotta just pick one and go with it.
All right, I'll just do a dour voice.
What's the deal with three-fingered Hobbs stew? It's all mutton.
mutton, and mutton. Okay. And they're not cues and they're not tips. All right. So, it's gonna be a really giggly episode.
It is.
Yeah. John asks if he would call that a bed, because remember, it's literally just a pile of straw in the corner, and he's like, "Oh, I wish I had a bed." He goes, "Well, if it's softer than the ground and has a roof over it, I'd call it a bed." Dolorous Edd sniffed the air. I smell dung. John agrees and continues looking through the hut. John asks what Ed thinks happened to all the wildlings. Ed suggests something worse than we can imagine. Well, I might be able to imagine it, but I'd sooner not. Bad enough to know you're going to come to some awful end without thinking about it aforetime. They find nothing as expected. White Tree is the fourth village that they search, and each have came up empty. Whew, we made it. We made it through the first.
Yeah, this does bring us back to this whole thing with Dolorous Edd just being such a weirdly suspicious character, because it's not just like the feigned personality aspect, but it's like he always is
playing a part.
Really dark shit. Like, it's like He sounds like he's someone who knows something he shouldn't, or
he's got too many answers. Yeah,
he knows something he doesn't like knowing or shouldn't know, and he's making a bunch of jokes about it the whole fucking time to cover up how he feels about it or something. I don't know, but
I honestly don't.
I don't know if this is a deep cut that anyone will understand. But I feel like Dolorous Edd is like the character Mr. Mushroom from Hollow Knight. I don't know.
From what? Went over my head.
From Hollow Knight.
I didn't play Hollow Knight, so I don't know.
I'm bad at video games.
I played Under Night and Birth, the fighting game, but that's as close to an Night I've played.
Gotcha.
Where are we next? We're going to Craster's Keep. This is going to get delightful. You gotta love Craster's Keep.
Yeah.
I've had
famed vacation spot, Craster's Keep, known for its warm accommodations and friendly environment and atmosphere.
5 out of 5.
Only occasionally has sausages.
Yeah, relax and be told not to eat the food here at Craster's.
I mean, they do keep the cold demons away. Like if you're north of the wall, it is a place that you're not going to be attacked by. Like,
right. It's like one of the categories on Yelp. How good are they at keeping the knights at bay?
Pretty good. Lots of women. Well, kind of. But you'd be murdered if you look at them. All right.
Right.
Craster's Keep. As they approach Craster's Keep, Sam tells John that Ed told him that Craster is a savage and marries his daughters. Jur Mormont trusts his horse to Ed. That's important. And he also has Ed retrieve his axe to give as a gift to Craster. John, I said finds Ed. Yeah, there, it was probably finds. Finds Ed feeding the horses. Give the wildling an axe. Why not? He pointed out Mormont's weapon, a short-hafted battle axe with gold scrollwork inlaid on the black steel blade. He'll give it back, I know. Buried in the old bear's skull, as not. Why not give him all our axes, or our swords as well? I mislike the way they clank and rattle as we ride. We'd travel faster without them, straight to hell's door. Does it rain in hell? I wonder. Perhaps Craster would like a nice hat instead. This guy never shuts up.
His dialogue is so interesting too, because he's foretelling their riding to their doom, but he's also in a weird way like
joking about it.
No, but I'll say he's also he's in a bizarre way predicting the ineffectiveness of swords and weapons against the whites and against the White Walkers, or the others. Sorry, it's like he knows too much. I don't know. Maybe I'm just
he's like a less problematic version of the comedian from Watchmen. Like he knows it's all a joke. Yeah, but he's also not a sex pest.
There's just too much foreshadowing to be unintentional, and just to be an accidental pessimistic lineup. It seems like
it is a shame, and we'll get to it later. But Dolorous Edd leaves the wall right when Patchface shows up. I would have loved that. Like that would have been perfect.
That would have been a good.
They would have just been sitting, hanging out all day, like having crazy conversations.
Yeah.
John just walks in as they're chatting and be like, "Yo, you got to get a load of this guy."
I was gonna say this is the podcast we all didn't know we needed. Dolorous Edd and Patchface.
Dude,
someone train an AI Ed and Patchface and make that into a podcast.
Make that into a podcast, right?
I once died and floated up. Like, okay.
Sure.
I couldn't think of one, but there's always a bigger fish. Okay.
Patchface Binks.
What would it be called? Yeah, Ed and Patch. Yeah,
Ed Patch or something like that.
Yeah, Ed and Patch. I would unironically, if it was political, Like, I know we can't get political, but if Ed and Patch was political commentary, I would be all in.
They'd be interviewing only the most
someone
problematic
does need to
candidates for
train
next
the
great
AI on
council.
this one. Someone needs to train the Ed and Patch Face AI, and then have them comment on like the most recent news stories. This actually would be a
Don't
comedy.
rip off this. I will play the penguin again. Listen to Burgess Meredith. All right. Is it Bridges? How do you say the penguin? Burgess Meredith? I can't say his name.
Burgess?
The guy.
I think Burgess Meredith.
All right, there we go. He has like
You
two
can
girl
call him
names.
Bridges, though. That's funny. Bridges.
No, that's Jeff.
Bridges
Meredith.
Jeff Meredith. All right. Meredith Bridges. That sounds like a 90s like feminist female rock. That sounds great. Yeah, I would listen to it. I love Alanis. She's Canadian, right, Dave? All right. Where are we? I'm literally riffing until I find my spot.
I think Alanis might be Alaskan.
It's riffing until we get back to Canada.
No, Jewel was Alaskan.
Eventually,
No,
Canada.
Oh, yeah?
comes back north.
I'm pretty sure. John smiled and tells him that he also wants wine. And Ed says, see, the old bear's clever. If we get the wildling well and truly drunk, perhaps he'll only cut off an ear when he tries to slay us with an axe. It's hard to read these because I want to giggle. I have 2 ears, but only 1 head. Oh God! All right,
good math there, Ed. Good job.
It's like if they cut ears off, you got 2 chances of living. That's fine. I love
Or you
to
got
hear.
one good chance of an infection. No.
Yeah. Did they have infections back then? Oh yeah, that's how everyone died. Literally everyone.
Yeah, that's kind of how like everyone died.
How everyone dies.
You know.
Died of a hunting accident. What happens? He slightly stabbed his hand. And 5 days later, he died.
He was choked by a stick, and then he died.
Yep. I read about one guy who scuffed his knee on a wooden sidewalk, and that was his cause of death.
Jesus. And then you hear
Yeah.
about like, you know, crazy, horrible, like injuries that people survived. Like the guy who got like scalped and then lived. And there's a picture like 15 years later, and it's just his skull was his head, and everyone just like, you know, he just wore a hat. Like
The original skull cap.
Like Nicky Lauda after his face burned off, and he just started wearing a red hat, selling advertising space on it.
Well, I didn't know that was the thing. I don't
He was
know.
a race car driver, F1.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like when
True
Richard.
lost Jedi icon, Nicky Lauda. You mentioned.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
hero here.
when Richard Pryor lit his face on fire when he was free basing on an airplane, which I maintain is the most badass thing in the world. Like, you can't smoke on airplanes, and this guy's.
I didn't know it was on an airplane.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I didn't know it was on an airplane either. I thought it was like backstage.
That's hilarious.
It pressurized.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I thought he did it walking down the street.
Oh, I might be wrong. I was pretty sure it was on an
No,
airplane. I don't know.
If anyone
I've never
says
looked
it
into the
wasn't on an
location,
airplane,
so I assume you're right.
I don't know. I think I heard it once, so don't.
But the story that he told everybody is it was just some like Bacardi 151 and someone lighting a cigarette.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
it was the official tale.
The freebasing was a separate issue that night, not related to my face on fire.
Right.
That's a horrible Richard Pryor impression. Richard Pryor here.
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor. John says that Thorin Smallwood told him that Craster is a friend of the Watch. Do you know the difference between a wildling who is a friend of the Watch and one who is not? Asked the dour squire. Our enemies leave our bodies for the crows and the wolves. Our friends bury them in secret graves. I wonder how long that bear's been nailed up there on that gate, and what Craster what Craster had there before we came hallooing. Oh my god. Hello. That's my nimble dick saying hello. Ed looked at the axe dutifully, the rain running down his face. Is it dry in there? John tells him, drier than here. If I lurk around after, not too close to the fire, be like they'll not note of me till the morn. The ones under his roof will be the first he murders, but at least will die dry.
Wow, he is just going on a roll here.
Dude, always.
This is all one chapter.
This is all. Yeah, it's been one. You're all right. Well, this was one chapter. Yeah. So this is all.
And
one
also, again,
conversation.
not necessarily beat for beat, but weirdly foreshadowing a bunch of people getting murdered under Craster's roof not super long from now.
But he's blaming Craster.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying.
He's like, Craster's gonna kill us. Meanwhile,
it's just a little bit weird. And since we have so much like bizarre telepathy and dreams and all kinds of stuff in our story, it just makes me wonder if he's privy to information that.
Yeah. So Ed is the three-eyed raven confirmed, or
don't start that right now. Are you kidding me? Don't start that.
He has gray sight, right? You know. It's kind of like green sight, but, you know.
Blood Raven is
only
in this.
Sad stuff.
We will meet Blood Raven later. He is in this. I'll see if you guys can spot him. Because I do, Blood Raven is going to be mentioned much later on. I'm trying to think of when. Third
slide 15.
He won an episode of Price is Right that I saw the other day.
Blood Raven was?
Yeah.
He's everywhere, man.
When he started
before he retired.
I think it's a very famous delivery of the line corn.
I mean, I've been like at least he didn't say time traveling fetus. Like he just said time traveling Ed. And then we got oh, good morning. How's it going down in the southern hemisphere? The
other thing I'm slowly realizing I want is Ed, and Eddie with Dolorous Edd added into the cast. Like,
who would the other three Eds be?
Ed, and Eddie.
It's Dolorous Edd, Ned Stark, and then who else? Yeah.
Oh,
Who's our third Ed? There's got to be one.
Edmure Tully?
Yeah, Edmure Tully. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
It's Dolorous Edd, Ned Stark, and Edmure Tully. Ed, and Eddie.
Ed, and Ned.
How is Ed the most like joyful person in that group?
What about what's his name? What's Ned Dane's
probably Ed.
name? Edric.
Edric.
What about
Edric? Yeah, Edric.
No, Edric. It's Edric.
Oh, there's Edric too. There's Edric's. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Ned Dane is Edric Dane. Not Eddard Dane.
No, yeah.
He has the same.
What's Ned's Ed name? And I'm like, no, he's Edric.
Yeah, he's Eddard.
He's Eddard. The other one's Edric. Yeah. Now I'm getting
like Eddard should not be called Ned. He should be called Ed, or his name should be Nedard.
Well,
you got to change one of those.
Nedard, Stark. Yeah, it just doesn't come off right. Yeah.
It comes because of like Edward. It's all like a nickname for Edward is Ned.
Name is stupid.
I've never heard that. Yeah,
it's something about the Brits. Blame them.
That's very.
I normally do. Yeah. You know, I heard they pulled some real crap in 1812. I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna look into this.
Scoreboard.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that Canadians claimed that until I met you, Dave. We're just out of nowhere. You're just like, hey man, the Canadians kicked your ass before, and I'm like, when did that happen? You're like,
when did that happen? Yeah,
like,
way back. Yeah, way back in the day.
I mean, they are the reason that the White House is white.
We're 0-1 against you. That's all I want to say.
hey, but that score's going to change soon. You watch.
Yeah, give it time.
Oh boy,
you'll be 0-1 against yourself.
I really just realized
we did get the most recent hockey game.
Isn't it funny? We all hate that until a Canadian talk shit, and then we're like, all right, bring it on. I changed my mind.
Bring it on.
That's a lot of talk for the 51st state. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not really big for 51st state.
Yeah.
And Wayne Gretzky's going to be the governor. Anyways, where are we? We were still here.
Can't find his shoes anymore.
No politics. I did it. I got to play this for myself.
But remember, no politics.
Sorry.
Think, Mark.
All right. Think, all right. My bad. Jeez. Fucking got Omni-Man yelling at me now. Are we still here? Yeah.
I do.
We're down towards the bottom though. We got through.
Are we getting there? Ed looked at the axe. We're past. Yeah, he's asking if it's dry. Yeah, that if he's gonna die, he at least wants to die dry. John had to laugh and tells Ed that that they outnumber him. See, John's like, no, we're gonna kill Crasser. Don't worry. You cheer me, said Ed, sounding utterly morose. And besides, there's much to be said for a good sharp axe. I'd hate to be murdered with a maul. I saw a man hit in the brow with a maul once. Scars split the skin at all, but his head turned mushy and swelled up as big as a gourd, a purpley red, or only purpley and red. A comely man, but he died ugly. It's good that we're not giving him mauls. Ed walked away, shaking his head. His sudden black cloak shedding rain behind him. It's sodden. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to hit there, dude, because that's not even one of the funniest like transactions. That's like just one of them.
That's just him being him.
Yeah, that's not even one of the ones that, like, I do have a theory I will eventually pitch to Interesting Nerd Club that we'll probably talk about later because of something Dolorous Edd said that I ran into. And I don't know if they're going to be watching this late into a video, and I don't think they're showing up later, but it is how, because of a prophecy by Dolorous Edd, Three Finger Hob causes the war that starts the Long Night. And I'm not kidding. That is what the theory is. And I haven't pitched it to them yet because I can't.
Hob is responsible for the Long Night.
I'll explain it when we get to it, but I can't actually find any real text supporting it. So I haven't been able to pitch it to them yet. It's just,
just like a vibe.
Yeah, it's a lot of and this and it's not like real.
Yeah, this is Three Finger Hob slander. I'm gonna need you to stop.
Dude, I'm the one who said don't talk shit about Hob earlier. Don't be accusing me.
Someone's so wishy-washy about it.
I know.
I thought you were a Hob man.
I'm a real flip-flopper. Do I got anything for this?
Fucking goof.
Thank you. I'm just insulting myself today.
What the fuck are you bitches babbling about?
All right, moving on. All right. Where are we?
What language was those subtitles?
I don't know, but it's funny.
It looks like Swedish. But
I
I'm
found
not
one
sure.
without subtitles, and then I found that one and I deleted the original.
What was those subtitles?
I don't know. I don't want to keep playing it for obvious
We need
reasons.
to get the patch face AI to figure it out.
Yeah. All right. Come on, guys. Let's focus.
Save your questions until I'm through, Chuck.
Yeah, save your questions. All right. Some Pee-wee for you. Yeah, Three-Fingered Hob, Three-Eyed Crow. Coincidence? I think not.
See, that or Hob's gonna save us all from the Long Night when he pokes a finger into each of the Three-Eyed Crow's eyes, and he's like, "Ha! Take that! Come on!"
He gets fake like long fingernails. They're all made of obsidian. And he's just poking everybody.
Okay, we'll get to it. And when I tell you this theory that I either that or go watch my Three-Finger Hob video because it is at the end of my Three-Finger Hob video. But it is something nuts. So yeah, headed to the fist. The next day after Gilly speaks to him, who is John joins Dywin, Gren, and Hake for breakfast. I have a confession. At least one time, and I went back to fix it, and I couldn't find it. But I'm pretty sure I temporarily thought, and Tormund, don't correct me. I already know I'm wrong, but I thought Giant was Dywin and not Bedwick. So I corrected Giant, and I wrote in Dywin, and then I realized later there were two different characters. Oh my god! And Rust gave up. I'm sorry, Rust.
I got a really important question before we forget about Three-Finger Hob. Do we know which Three Fingers it is? Like, do we get to call this the
No.
Hob now?
No.
You gotta think it's thumb, pinky, middle, right?
Okay.
I just assume I assume that all he has left is middle, pointer, and pinky.
Okay.
It's not even a thumb.
Battery's got the,
Not
you
even
know,
a thumb.
or the what up, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And now, in light of recent television show related events, do we assume he's related to Alice?
Maybe. Yeah.
It's
That's
a
why
genetic thing.
in high school he was called Shocker Hob. All right, moving on.
That's why he's at the wall.
Headed to the fist. They speak about a bear.
Straight to the fist from the shocker. No transition.
Yes. The shocker was to get ready. Three finger hob was to get ready for the fist. All right. Anyways, they speak about a bear, and John asks what bear, and Dolorous Edd, in his usual tone of a gloomy resignation, declares, "There's always a bear." That's absurd enough. Like, we don't even get to the joke, but imagine if this dude wasn't even talking, you're just having dinner, and somebody's like, "Hey, do you hear a bear?" And just, "There's always a bear." I'd be like, "Shut up." What absurd.
To be fair,
Yeah.
there is always a bear.
They're not always.
There's
Must
always
be
one
nice.
hanging around somewhere. You just don't see him.
There's been a bear at every party I've ever been to.
And a maiden fair? Well, at the start, she wasn't anymore. All right. So they speak about a bear. There's always a bear. One killed my brother when I was young. Afterwards, it wore his teeth around its neck on a leather thong.
Yeah.
And there were good teeth, too. Better than mine. I've had nothing but trouble with my teeth. John asked Sam if Sam slept in the hall last night. I'd not call it sleeping. The ground was hard, the rushes ill-smelling, and my brother snore frightfully. Speak of bears, if you will. None ever growled as fierce as Brown Bernard. I was warm, though. Some dogs crawled atop of me during the night. My cloak was almost dry when one of them pissed on it. Or perhaps it was Brown Bernard. Have you ever noticed that the rain stopped the instant I had a roof over me? It will start again. Then I'm back out. Gods and dogs alike delight to piss on me.
Yeah.
John soon excuses himself to attend the Lord Commander. It just, they all pay off. Like, almost every joke he has, like, a setup, and at the end he brings them all together.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
He's always
He's like red green.
yeah, he's very much like, he's. Do you think Red Green would be like the stand-up that George grew up on? Probably.
Yeah.
It's
really
no,
important
he's not
to
a
think,
stand-up.
though.
Red Green's not a stand-up. Was he?
We all got there.
I don't know. I only ever saw him through the
doing
show.
this
I don't know
when he covered everything.
what
in
his
Dutch.
background was.
Or as Dave would call Red Green, every Canadian. Yeah, everybody he knows. Yeah.
That I know several people who look and act just like him. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
It's
See?
not a rare occurrence. Now, the important thing about Ed,
His
though, and all these
his
lines-
nephew Harold popped up in Star Trek.
Oh, well, there you
I
go.
think it
Thank you.
was.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Dave?
I was
Sorry.
gonna say,
No,
is he, do you think Ed, like the fact that he just has all these things going together, is he not sleeping much at night? And he's just like, all right, when we get to the fist of the first man, someone's gonna talk about a bear, and I'm gonna say there's always a bear.
He's sitting there.
We're not at the
writing
fist.
stand-up routines the whole night.
We're not at the fist yet. We literally know that he did not sleep well. Bernard
up
was snoring.
All right,
You-
so my brother. I never had a brother, but I'll say they don't know. I'll
No,
say I had a brother.
They don't know.
I think he's actually from House Tollett. Like, probably not.
There's not. They don't got family tree. Most of these guys can't read. Why do you think he cozies up to John to be like, maybe this guy, he's the only one who can help me? All right,
Dude, imagine like when a new guy comes in and it's like, oh, you haven't met Ed yet? Dude, Ed's really funny, man. We like Ed. He's like literally going to be the squire to the Lord Commander. And then somebody meets Ed and they're like, this is like the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
and that's the moment where I say, you know what? I'll take the hanging.
Man, this guy's
Yeah, we're fucked.
We're fucked. All right. After arriving at the Fist of the First Men, see, now we're there. And John says goodnight to Gior. He speaks to Dywyn, Gren, and Dolorous Edd. Dywyn says that he wouldn't want to ride through those woods at night, asking them if they smell it. Gren was staring at him with wide eyes, but Dolorous Edd said, "All I smell is the shit of 200 horses and of this stew, which is similar aroma. Now that I come to sniff it." Hake, who made the stew, then shows Ed his dirk as a threat. I left out the line, but he goes, "You smell this?" And he just shows the knife.
I mean, come on. If someone insults your food, you gotta clap back.
You can smell my knife.
Hake.
Somewhere three-finger Hob is like, what they talking shit about someone's food?
Well, so Three-Finger Hob's the chef. Is Hake like his sous chef?
No, Haig is just a ranger. He's
just the guy who cooks.
He's just a hobbyist.
Yeah, Hake's just bad at cooking.
But he's always cooking for them.
Hey, man.
I mean, that's danger. You have to be able to make food when you're out north of the wall, so he at least knows how to heat things up.
Yeah,
my kid's bad at coloring, but I get a lot of pictures.
He's more like a campaign. He's more like a camp cook, not necessarily like a professional one.
Maybe, my daughter's not funny, but she always is joking, and I always have to lie. Maybe I should stop telling her she's funny. No, you know what this scene reminds me of like a ranger cooking for everybody. It makes me think of a specific, and just bear with me, please, a specific band of, right? That's hilarious. All right, a specific Band of Brothers scene. I rewatch Band of Brothers at least once a year, and
it's a good one.
It's a good one. There's a character named Malarkey, Donald Malarkey, and they're like sitting around. One guy like passes out food. This is actually the Battle of the Bulge, or right after it. Like they're like right outside of Bastogne, so they've been going through hell. And one guy, he eats it and he goes, "What's in this?" And the guy who cooks it turns and he's like, "Nothing you won't eat, Malarkey." And then another guy just goes, "I won't eat Malarkey." And I love that joke. Like,
do you remember the socks scene?
Oh yeah.
You need 4 pairs minimum.
4 pairs. Neck, balls, feet, extra socks, warms them all. Or neck,
feet,
feet,
hands,
balls,
neck, and balls. Extra socks, warms them all.
There you go. Remember that one. Thank you. You remembered it. That's awesome.
No, my uncle and I used to watch that. I mean, I made Haley watch that show because I was like,
it's so good.
This is a good one.
It's one of my favorite miniseries, man. I love that.
Oh, no, it's good. I got the book over there on my shelf. But apparently, Ambrose was like plagiarizing people and shit. I found that out like way later on. He got in trouble. Yeah, he wrote a bunch of books. I have like 2 or 3 of them over there. Apparently, like in his later years, he was plagiarizing people. He got the historian's finger wagged at him for that bullshit.
Well, I know that there's a couple inaccuracies of the show, of course. But one of them, and then we're done. But Donald Blythe does not die where it says in the show. He like lived for another 15 years, but just no one talked to him. Like he just got sent back to the States. He didn't die in the hospital, but no one hung out with him.
Touch with him, so they just didn't know he was.
So they all just like, yeah, he died in the hospital. So that happens in the movie where it's like he never makes it home. He's a casualty, and then it's like, dude, imagine if Blythe lived like an extra 10 more years and he was watching. He's like, hey, no, I didn't. I'm right here. Like, yeah.
Just imagine his like grandkids being like, what? Pop made it home.
What are you talking about? Yeah, like, I met that guy.
Yeah, for Lewis W. I can't show the whole thing on screen, but fucking in-block clip, bruh.
Holy shit, man. Yeah, don't show that. Absolutely.
No, my grandfather's rifle though, so like, you know.
That's awesome.
It's
the
American standard, the GI rifle, right? It's fun to shoot too. It's a pretty cool gun. It's really fun. It's shoot as I watched it. As you go out in the woods, just pop off rounds all the time. You'll hear people like shooting off all their crazy ass guns and shit everywhere.
Yeah.
The guy at my work who said that he took a scoped AK-47 deer hunting.
Yeah, no, I would go out there to shoot because
they don't shoot back. Like you don't need
not yet.
You don't need an AK-47.
I take my Mosin Nagants and I take the Grand out and I plink off my World War II rifles in the woods, and you'd hear dudes. Brrr! You're like, whoa, man! What kind of drum magazine you got in that Tech 9 over there, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This chipmunk has been saying some shit, dude. Like I had to show him a lesson.
Yeah. And this was like you'd just pull off the highway and just like drive your truck out in the woods for like a mile, and you'd hear all this shit. People are just blapping off with crazy guns.
Damn, we're scaring the Canadian.
I know. This was actually not far from Canada. I was in the Puget Sound, so like you could take the ferry to Victoria. So like, I was right down the road from Port Angeles. So
yeah, there we go. You literally got 2 awards of valor, and they killed him off in. Like, hey, man. I didn't die.
He definitely owed someone like $20.
Yeah, somebody hated him. They what's up? I'm gonna tell him that Blight died. Yeah, do it. All right. Did we finish this? Arriving at Fist of the First?
Yeah, smell my knife.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't. There's one more line, and then they do ask Dywin what the smell is. What smell? Good job, me. And the old ranger says that he smells cold. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
I smell foreshadowing.
I smell the condition the North is always in.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Like, yeah, no shit. I smell bad weather. Yeah, we're in we're in the Rockies. All right, where was I? We're starting off this one.
Okay.
Breakfast for Corin.
What a sad man.
Hey, I was gonna say the breakfast in that picture looks really fucking good too. That bacon and eggs.
It's literally like I had to use it for this slide because it is the food that he's cooking in this scene. Like I had to use it. Sorry, let me finish on my beef stick. All right.
He makes bacon and eggs though.
He's literally about to do it. Just wait. And he makes a Joel Schumacher Batman reference. Wait for it. One morning at the Fist, they get awakened by a horn blow. One blast to signify brothers returning. John found Dolorous Edd at the fire, complaining about how difficult it was for him to sleep when people insist on blowing horns in the woods. Oh, that's damn horn blow. It was a one horn, Ed. Literally. John gave him something new to complain about when they woke Hake to prepare the food for Corin and his for his returning men. Once meeting Corin, so John goes and talks to Corin, they find Dolorous Edd frying a rasher of bacon and boiling a dozen eggs in a kettle over the old bear's cook pit. So yeah, this isn't boiling eggs. So I guess that's one.
But it's still the right. It's still
bacon and eggs. Yeah.
You telling me he's not making those deviled eggs?
Yeah.
I choose to believe the illustration.
They do look like deviled eggs. I thought they were supposed to be eggs over easy, but you're right. They do.
Deviled eggs wouldn't be boiled.
Yeah,
no, they would be poaching it.
No, aren't deviled eggs? You boil them first, and then you scoop them out,
and then he makes but they don't have mayonnaise and relish and mustard and all that good shit.
No, maybe they got some kind of like northern version of it though. Mix a little snow in there,
Do you think they got Scotch eggs?
Oh, it's
mix a little snow in with your egg yolks.
I'd mess with some Scotch eggs. I'm just saying. I do that right now. I'd leave. If my wife came down and said, "Hey, let's go and get some Scotch eggs," I would end this stream and I would go and get some Scotch eggs. Peace. I would just say deuces and bounce. Close. Oh yeah, we're on slide 7 of 20. Close enough. End stream. All right. Where are we? We're on eggs. A rasher of bacon, boiling eggs in a kettle over the old bear's cook fire. Yeah. Ed stood over the kettle, swishing the eggs around with a spoon. I envy those eggs. Sorry, I'm gonna blank. Tormund, you're the clicker, right? Are you still clicking? It's really hard to read sometimes when you're clicking.
I'm sorry.
Not to throw you.
I got a couple.
You're always
messages.
writing a novel every one of my streams. But I'm not trying to. I know I'm not trying to be a dick, but like, there was a couple times when I wanted to do clips and I couldn't. Like, I would listen to clips and you just hear, and I'm like, yeah, I can't use that clip. So, all right. Sorry to talk crap. I can mute you if you have work to do.
No, I'm okay. I'll finish up in just a sec.
I'm sorry to talk shit, but all right. So he was switching the eggs over with a spoon. I envy those eggs. I could do with a bit of boiling right now. If the kettle were larger, I'd jump in, though I would sooner if it were wine than water. There are worse ways to die than warm and drunk. Here we go, guys. I knew a brother who drowned himself in wine once. It was a poor vintage, though his corpse did not improve it. When asked if he drank the wine, it's an awful thing to find a brother dead. You'll have need of a drink as well, Lord Snow.
Yeah.
It's probably, I think that's top 3. I think
That
that's
is
top 3.
top 3, almost assuredly.
Yeah, I think that's it. There's the prune and the rat lines are coming up, but like I think the brother one is.
Real talk though. You find one of your brothers dead in a barrel of wine. Do you drink from it?
No.
I take a sip. I'm sorry.
How old is this
I take
guy?
a sip and then I pour a cup out, for him,
How long has he been in that barrel of wine?
Yeah, that's the main question. Like if he just
He's
died,
only been there for like a bit, then yeah, sure. Whatever.
well, if like he just drowned.
Yeah, no. If he's
hey.
like pickled in the wine or whatever, if he's been in there for
If
days,
he's been in there,
if he's just drowned, you come in. Maybe you just have a cup for old times.
Oh, see, I feel like it's worse if he's just drowned. Like, I feel like when he's in there, his flavors have added in. They've already swirled around. But it's fresh.
So you want to mull him a bit first. You put the heat on, you heat it up, you mull him a little bit, get that nice vintage going.
That's the start of cabin fever. That's finding a dead body in the water source, dude. Like that's how.
All right, that's not the start. If you've gotten that far, you're a little beyond the start of cabin fever.
No, I mean the movie from Eli Roth.
I see.
That's how the movie starts. Is there's a dead body in the water
Is
source.
Cabin Fever the one with the kid yelling pancakes?
Yeah, I think so.
That's the only scene I've ever seen from that. Is that kid screaming pancakes? The one horror one I've seen with the cabin was Cabin in the Woods. We used to watch that one.
Oh, that movie's so.
The only thing I can think of now is the Muppets singing "I've Got Cabin Fever."
Do you think?
Oh, okay.
Oh, someone needs to remake the horror movie Cabin Fever, but just with the Muppets.
They did remake Cabin Fever like only a few years after it, and the remake is insane. It's like it's worse in every way, but there's a mercy kill in it where like somebody's like they have to go and mercy kill this person. And they just like hit them in faces with a shovel and then light them on fire. And it was like, does that mercy kill hold the mercy?
Yeah, what?
Like, what the fuck? And that's all I remember from that movie is like, wait, what the hell? All right. Anyways,
I was gonna ask too when they were complaining about the horn blowing. It just occurred to me. What would you do? Okay, you're the horn blower. It's 1 blast for Rangers returning, 2 for Wildlings, 3 for others. What do you do if you see one of your brothers returning and he's running back to the wall and then like 200 yards behind him are Wildlings chasing him with spears? How many blasts?
I think that you always do
3 total and then 6 total if they're also being followed by weapons.
No. This is what you do. You go horn and then you yell stop. And then you go horn. Horn, stop.
Yeah. There you go.
I turn to anyone else around and say, "Well, this is a tough one. I know I've been here for like 6 years, but
you can
find your supervisor, be like, I wasn't trained."
You get out the handbook and you look up horn protocol.
This isn't in the manual. This isn't in the manual.
Blowers, like 2 different gates, and then just one is late. So like one guy shows up and it's like horn, and then somebody's like horn, and then they're like everyone's thinking
like we should probably open the gates to let him in, but also we should probably prepare for battle right away.
Yeah.
You think that the Wildlings would kill the guy with the horn immediately? Like if I was sneaking up, I'd be like, he sees us horn.
You just gotta
happening?
This
kid?
is
I die
700
between the
feet
first
up.
and
Wow.
second blast. That's so
I
bad.
mean, when John's with Stone Snake, they do try to kill the Hornblower before he gets the horn off. So the Wildlings probably would attempt it. Like, I don't know if they'd be successful, but they probably would at least attempt it if they were trying to do an ambush.
No, I mean, they would not
the
be
first blast
successful
off
because
and
the
then
vault's
kill
like
him.
600 feet high.
I love that scene.
I think just, the Wildlings, if we're really Monday morning quarterbacking their strategies, warg into a bunch of owls, have them freaking make nests in all the horns. We're done. It's over.
Or just be annoying. Like, dude, just hoot outside the wall all night. Ooh, shut up!
Yeah, this is the meta tactics that never get employed. Faramir Sixskins wargs like 9 different fucking owls to keep them up for days, and everyone's like nodding off, and then they attack.
Jor Mormont's just yelling, "Me! Shut up!" All right,
Omer, kill those fucking owls.
Right. Are we? Yeah. All right, we're in the middle of the wine bit, right? Or did we finish
sorry.
it?
He just said he'd drink from the dead dude wine.
Oh yeah. Drink as well, Lord Snow. Ed stirred the kettle and added a pitch more nutmeg. When John showed Ed his dragon glass knife, Dolorous Edd preached that glass knives were about as useful as nipples on a knight's breastplate. But John was not so certain. That is my Joel Schumacher Batman reference. There you guys go. Did I do good?
You did good.
Thank you.
Also,
really need to quit
another
with all of
weird
us.
suspicious Ed thing that Ed is talking shit on the one weapon that's going to be useful against the others. I don't know. I just find this motherfucker to be unbelievably suspicious.
He's got a lot of money invested in Valerian steel, and if they figure out that dragon glass works, that's his retirement.
That would suck.
Yeah, he is trying to short the market.
All right. So you're saying the Valerians, even though it was 2,000 years before the Freehold, started the Log Night just to get rid of dragon glass culture, so they can corner the market on Valerian steel.
And Ed is gambling on this weird scheme they got going on
Polymarket.
Look, what we're trying to say is that we're
So
negotiating.
the Valerian steel is stored on the blockchain.
Dragon glass.
I two people have made jokes at once. I don't know. I don't know who to pretend to laugh at.
Lewis W. Ed got sent to the wall for insider trading. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm just glad, I'm really here. I'm not a Song of Ice inspired content creator, so I'm just glad that I can come here and give my really unhinged theories. Insider trading.
You have no.
A ring a ding ding.
You have no. There isn't a hinged theory on this channel. Like I don't like. I think Michael literally like. I used to think you were the craziest dude, and now I subscribe to almost all your theories. Like so, at first I'm like,
they sound crazy until you see the evidence, and then you're like, wait a minute. No.
Well, the joke I always make is you're a cult leader because the first time I heard you, I thought you were stupid, and then a year later, I was buying land in Texas. I was like, all right, man, let's get a stronghold.
Yep.
We'll call it Nan is Leaf is Nettles.
Yeah, oh boy.
Nan slept with Dunk, but as Leaf. Wait, what? All right. Where was I?
Nan is a grandmother of the forest.
What? Bloodraven introduced
of the forest.
That's good. Grandmother of the. Why did you not name it Grandmother of the Forest? That is a good theory name. Come on. Oh my god. All right. Sorry. Where were we?
I was gonna say we all know that Nan is glamoured and is actually Mance Raider.
It is not actually super hot. Nan is actually a 10.
I'm gonna call that Nan. I'm gonna call that Nan Raider theory. There we go.
Nan Raider.
I was gonna make the joke for RIG, like, how do you think Arthur Dane got eggs and bacon north of the wall in this picture here?
All right. Ed prepared the breakfast.
I was gonna say,
No, go ahead. No, I wasn't reading.
So I gotta
No,
respond to what Michael had to say. If these eggs were cooked with fiery peppers from Dorne, I'd actually be right there with you. Sorry.
These are eggs from a Dornish bird that we've only seen south of the Tower of Joy.
Comparing fiery and Dornish peppered eggs. What? Okay, now I'm with the theory all of a sudden.
I don't. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a good you interrupted me one.
I'm sorry. We're destroying Taco's ability to read.
No, and I already don't have ability to read. I got that ready, don't I? No.
You'd think you'd have one for this because it happens.
No, I normally
every time someone
do.
Talks on the street.
You normally do.
I normally have it. Oh, I got it. Yeah.
I never learned to read.
I knew I could have it, man.
The book was better.
True.
Books are for squares.
Then I guess I'm square.
Yeah. All right, let's
the librarian from Bob's Burgers who's like, books, don't read books. It's the internet.
I love the librarian. All right, let's steady, guys. Steady.
Steady.
All right, steady. All right. We haven't done a oh, good evening. Good evening. We haven't done a stay on target yet, but I think it's because I've been embracing the tangents, so I can't I can't say anything, but I do want to finish reading this one now. I don't have too much left. We were on Nips on Batman, and So Ed prepared the breakfast as Jon goes in to listen to Qhorin and Jorah's meeting. When Jon Snow joins Qhorin Halfhand's mission to the Frostfangs, Qhorin reminds Jorah that Ed can serve the Lord Commander as a steward. And Jorah's like, fuck that. Every morning, I gotta start off with that routine. I got you eggs. You know how I feel about eggs? Shut up. No one cares.
What's the deal with all these eggs?
I got you roast peppers. My grandpa had roast peppers. Shut up. No one asked. All right. Fight at the fist. Fight with a fist. Stands with a fist. There you go. One day at the fist. That's such a weird, if a movie started with that voiceover. One day at the fist. Sam is practicing with his longbow and shot an arrow wildly into the woods. Ed Tollett announced, "We'll never find that one. I'll be blamed. Nothing goes missing that they don't look at me. Ever since that time I lost my horse. As if it could be helped. He was white and it was snowing. What did they expect?" So, funny thing about that, when you go to the wiki and you look at Ed's history, which I essentially copy and pasted, but I didn't because one of the entries was he once lost his horse. And I was like, how is that important? And then I got to this line. I'm like, oh, they got it from yours. Yeah, he once lost his horse and pissed everybody off.
And to be fair,
they
only got 200 horses or whatever when they're up there. So, you lose a horse. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of food. So where was I? Gren and Ed start to help Sam. Chet tells Sam that in a fight with Mance's men, he would take an axe to the head. Sam was shaking. Dolorous Edd put his hand on his shoulder and says solemnly, "Brother, just because it happened that way for you, it doesn't mean Samwell will suffer the same." Chet asks Ed what that means. He goes, "The axe that split your skull. Is it true that half your wits leaked out on the ground when your dogs ate them?" And Gren laughed, and even Sam managed a little smile. So this is during Chet's prologue chapter. So that's what we're getting. Chet.
I do like that Ed's just roasting Chet. That was a fun part right there.
I also like that Ed went and legitimately comforted Sam. That was really nice. He put his hand on his shoulder. Dude, don't let Chet talk shit about you.
His name's Chet.
Yeah, his name's Chet. He's an asshole.
Dude, Chet sucks. So Chet went to the wall because he asked the girl out and she laughed at him and then he stabbed her to death. Like, he is the biggest asshole.
Yeah,
like, hey, want to go?
Major incel vibes from
Yeah, major incel vibes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's her fault I'm ugly.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Hey, he picked her flowers. She owed him or some shit, right?
Or some shit. Yeah. He paid for the dinner.
Major incel vibes from Chet.
Yeah, major incel.
Big Chet cell.
The Chet cell.
In Chet. I don't know. In Chet's back.
To be fair,
he used to be Chad, but he used to be Chad, but he sucks so much that his dad changed his name. He's like, you are not a Chad. You're a fucking Chad.
The Night's Watch is a fairly reasonable place to send problematic incels. Like,
there's a lot.
You know,
there's a lot.
I make the joke that like we have to deal with them now because we don't have a frontier anymore. It's like you used to be, oh, you're bad at talking to people, young man. Go west, young man.
Go west.
Grab a horse and ride on out there. Mend some fences. No one's ever gonna have to deal with you again. Now we don't have that.
We found Michael's
nowhere to put him.
Michael's solution to the red pill. Just send them all to fucking Alaska. They can go build a fucking cabin or some shit.
Yeah.
On a frontier.
That actually has been the solution. There's apparently a campaign from the Russian government to get Westerners to move there.
Oh, no, yeah.
And all you can find, it's not a popular thing, but the very few, red pilled dudes you find that have moved there have nothing but complaints.
They have like the people who move there because they think they can do a traditional family and then they get in trouble.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, there's a bunch of really goofy ones where it's like dudes on YouTube being like, I'm moving to Russia.
Moving on. I'm moving
to Russia because the West is soft.
Turns out there's
gets to Russia. Russian girls don't like him either. No,
because he's too soft. Oh yeah, see, he was the nicest dude in
and
you guys don't know anything.
Everyone, including security forces, will treat you like a spy the entire time.
All right, okay. We're on a line.
That guy moved from Alaska. We're talking about sending all the
from Alaska. Yeah, we send the nice guys.
Yeah,
back
we'll exchange all the good Alaskans for all the Andrew Tate followers and shit.
Okay.
It's weird how much that Ed keeps bringing up axes, right?
Yeah,
he's got another axe one coming up. He's got another axe joke.
There's a couple axe jokes still. Yeah, axes and in eating. Yeah. It's got a lot of.
You like how I brought it back?
Yeah, thank you.
Food and axes.
Yeah. Dude, there's a reason I used to love working with you, and it's not just because I don't know, you're tall and handsome. You used to be skinnier, so you fucked that up.
It's not just because Canadians are preferential to Americans, right? They're a little bit better in Canada than we are.
I was the only American on that stream. There was a bunch of Canadians and me, and then we brought in some other people. But like for a while,
it all went tits up,
and then it all went to shit. But I was the only American the whole time. But I was the only non-Canadian at the start because Soda's from British Columbia. You had Snark from Winnipeg and like Frenchie from French Canada and whatever his name was. Anyways, would he believe me that it was a French guy named Louis?
Well, Taco, you're from the Dakotas, right? That's kind of like New Canada.
I'm not from the Dakotas. I lived there for a long time, and I don't live there now. And I would, even if I did, I would lie because I don't want you doxing me. But I actually don't live in the Dakotas anymore. I live very far away. I definitely don't live right next to it. Shut up.
Don't live right next door.
I'm definitely not on the border. No one likes you. Shut up. All right, so now we're at the fight at the fist, a fight with the fist, fisting the fist at the fist, fisting the fist.
Yeah, we're not doing the hob, we're doing the full fist. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. We're at the fight with the three fingers. When the others attacked in the midst of the carnage and chaos and blowing snow, he found Dolorous Edd sitting on his Garion with pale black banner and a spear. Sam, He would be like he wouldn't be doing the normal voice if they're in the middle of a battle, right? Like wouldn't
no, he's a comedic character. He would not.
I feel like he's still just doing the Squidward voice. SpongeBob, would you please wake me? I'm having a terrible nightmare.
Yeah.
Sam, we're all being murdered. Sam. Ed said when he saw him, "Will you wake me, please? I'm having a terrible nightmare." Later, Ed saved him when he was pulled off his horse. Sam and a few other survivors from the Fist are running south in the middle of the night with a heavy snow falling. Sam was struggling, keeping up his belt the entire time. Yes, this was important. And he thinks about when he once tried belting it above his belly, but it came almost to his armpits, and Gren laughed. Gren laughed himself sick at the sight, and Dolorous Edd said, "I knew a man who once wore his sword on a chain around his neck. One day he stumbled, and the hilt went up his nose."
Jesus.
Yeah, yikes.
That's not even a joke from that moment. It was just, dude, like George gets so bored that he's like, Sam is running in the snow. Make him remember a Dolorous Edd joke. I'm like, no. You just needed a Dolorous Edd joke. Oh yeah. Ed sitting on, no, I can't say certain words. Thank you guys. I stumble on.
It's Garen, it's Garen. Right?
Garen? I don't know.
They always say Garen. They always say Garen in the books. I see on the audiobooks. That's where I get all my pronunciations from. So they're all the ones that no one agrees with. So,
I'm like, I think because I get corrected on how to say things so much, I think I'm gonna write down the 10 that bother people the most and start doing them on purpose. I think I'm gonna start trying to find the pronunciations of every name that people hate.
You gotta say,
and I'm just gonna start doing them.
Brahim.
I'm gonna start saying Brahim. I'm gonna start calling Dothraki. I'm gonna start calling Tyrion Tyronians.
Doesn't George call him Dothraki?
Yeah, and the fact that George calls them Dothraki means that this is all made up bullshit. And stop fucking correcting me.
Whoa! If this is all made up bullshit, what are we even doing here?
We're hanging out.
Okay.
We are also made up bullshit.
I was gonna say, wait, these are not real stories. This didn't happen.
It
I
did.
This was like autobiographical or something. No,
you guys are part of one of my dreams.
This is Taco's backstory.
No, Tyrion Lannister is a horse, so no, they were on top of Girion.
He was riding his Girion Lannister.
Yeah. Shut up. No one likes you.
Damn.
And next slide
has an axe to grind. There you go. Where was I? Stumbled and up his nose. All right, so now let's get to back at Craster's. Nothing bad's gonna happen there. When beyond the wall with the wildlings, John remembers the story. See, this is another one where George just needs to sneak in a Dolorous Edd because he's not even in this freaking chapter. When beyond the wall with the wildlings, John remembers a story about Arson Ice Axe. Arson had been halfway through the wall when his tunnel was found by rangers from the Night Fort. They did not trouble to disturb him at digging. They only sealed the way behind him with an axe, with ice and stone and snow. Dolorous Edd used to say that if you pressed your ear flat against the wall, you could still hear Arson chipping away with his axe. So, not the best Dolorous Edd joke.
It seems kind of unlikely.
That was an early one for him.
That's what he's still working out. Oh my god!
He still needed to workshop that a bit. It was not yet fully baked. It was still raw.
Just because an axe is in the joke doesn't make it funny, Ed. All right. They are among the survivors that make it back to Craster's Keep. Dolorous Edd insisted that the mud beneath their feet at Craster's was made of Craster's shit. Ed and Dywin makes Sam tell Jeor Mormont about how I wrote about how Sam killed an other. a ranger named Bannon dies from a wound that he got at the fist, not on his fist. It was actually his foot. His body is burned at sunset, saying that his saying with his brothers. Wow, saying when I don't have things to copy and paste, whenever I go off road, you can just find all the typos. With his brothers singing, now his watch has ended. He was there on his knees. So Sam was there on his knees in the mud when Dolorous Edd came up. Digging for worms, Sam, or are you just sick? Sam says that he's sick. So I want to state before we go on to what Ed's about to say. I almost said Ned, Dolorous Edd. Can I show an impression of me trying to read that last slide?
Sure.
Jesus Christ! All right, I got to get back onto it. Holy crap! Oh, that was all the landmines. Like I was zigzagging and hitting every landmine.
Hey, sometimes you just start off wrong, and then you're gonna,
and then you stumble.
You were racing your first swoop race, Taco, or just slam. No one played KOTOR.
No.
Well, I think you meant swoop as in when you're swoop racing in Star Wars.
Yeah, that's where I was.
Yeah,
that's what you thought too.
Yeah, well, yeah, like the swoop races from Star Wars. What, like in KOTOR, when you first
in KOTOR.
Oh
yeah.
Okay. You first do a swoop race, and you're slammed into all the obstacles. You don't know how to do the swoop racing yet.
Dude, I love that.
Like in KOTOR.
Because shut up. You finally find Bastille Sean, and you're like, hey, you're the Jedi I'm like rescuing. Do you want to come with me? She's like, yeah, win this race first, scrub.
I like when you break Bastille out, and she's like, well, I could have rescued myself. You just kind of like sat there and acted like a bitch. You're like, come on, I tried my hardest to save you. I'm like, I've been running around for hours in the Undercity fighting goons and stuff.
Oh my god,
rancors, and now you're telling me I'm the idiot.
You save her, and she's like, oh, by the way, I'm a much better Jedi than me or than you, and you can be my apprentice. And you're like, then why didn't you get out? Fuck up. I love her.
I loved her. She's so much fun. That was.
I love both the Seans. I like Satele Sean too. Yeah. Cool. I love just chicks named Sean. All right. So let's find it. Yeah, digging up for worms. Oh yeah. So to make Ed's joke work, we have to remember that while they were burning Bannon alive, not alive, he was dead. When they were burning his body, they did check. But Sam started thinking he smelled good. So it started making him sick because he's like, human.
He wants
he's
to
like,
carve off a slice and serve it with applesauce.
So he's getting sick because he's like, oh no, I'm thinking that human meat smells good. So this is what Ed says.
Yeah.
As he starts taking a pee, which I find really funny.
Yeah.
Ed said in a morose tone, never knew Bannon could smell so good. I had half a mind to carve a slice off him. If we had some applesauce, I might have done it.
Talk about
Oh boy.
Pork's always
right
best
there,
with applesauce. Yep, I find. And then he starts to take a pee. So keep in mind, he's peeing the rest of these lines. You best not die, Sam, or I feel I might succumb. There's bound to be some crackling on you. Oh my God, there's bound to be more crackling on you than Brennan ever had, and I never could resist a bit of crackling. We ride at first light, did you hear? Sun or snow, old bear tells me. Sam asks if they all will ride, and Ed goes, well, no, some will need to walk. Dywin now, he says, oh my God, Dywin now, he says, we need to learn how to ride dead horses like the others do. He claims it would save on feed. How much could a dead horse eat? Ed laced himself back up. Can't say I fancy the notion. Once they figure out a way to work a dead horse, we'll be next. Likely, I will be the first to. Ed, they'd say, dying's no excuse for laying down no more. get up and take this spear. You've got the watch tonight. Well, I shouldn't be so gloomy. Might be I'll die before they work it out. Oh my god. I stumbled through that one. All right.
Good thing you didn't do the nose pinching the whole stream.
No, screw that, dude. No, and I feel like I was rocking way better in these first ones. I'm starting to, I don't know. We're only halfway through.
That must have made Sam feel so much worse to hear Ed say he'd eat him like a bag of pork rinds. You know, it's just like, I don't know, man. I think you'd be pretty good. I'll crackle.
So
in the parlance of the youth, that's pretty sus.
So no, like Sam's like, wow, he smells good, and then he's like, oh no, I feel sick because I thought that, and Ed comes up and goes, man, he smells good. I bet you'd be good too, fat boy.
Hey, when have you told your homie?
Taco, I gotta bounce.
Oh well, that's all right. Have a good one, Russ. Thanks for showing up.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
See you later, Russ.
So yeah.
Later.
Bye.
I was gonna say too, if there was any Night's Watch member that you had to eat while stuck, trapped beyond the wall and starving, I mean, it's got to be Sam, right? Like if anyone has to feed the rest.
Small Paul.
Yeah, Small Paul might taste pretty good, but
yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, fair enough.
Not as much crackling though.
Yeah.
No, but more meat.
A lot of meat, you know. Yeah, but,
do you like the fat or the lean meat? I guess is the question.
Yeah, that's the debate we're going on right now.
Depends how you like your
I
cuts.
I've never had long pig. I don't know. I don't know what's the best. Did we finish this one off? Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah, we did.
Wow,
Then let's get a little mutiny going on here.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, small Paul for protein, Sam for calories. There you go.
Yeah, I think if you're trying to just get back to the wall, you just need the calories, right? That was my thought.
Oh, see, what you do is you get a little bit of both. You render down some Sam and you
let's
fry
hang
it
out the
with
cannibal a little one.
Let's really break down the way we'd eat the Night's Watch.
Yeah, let's really
right?
bake this conversation. Let's grill this conversation.
Yeah.
Let's really beat
We're
a
talking
dead
about
long pig.
in moments where we are starving and they're already dead of natural causes. We are not encouraging anything.
Yeah.
We're
This
talking
is strictly
here.
Yeah, this is strictly an alive situation.
Yeah, you have to eat them. So we're gonna render down some Sam. We're gonna grind up some small Paul. We're gonna fry it up in that, and we're gonna serve it up on a bun with some aioli and some fresh greens from under the snow.
Oh my
Maybe
god!
And Arthur Dane's Dornish eggs.
Yeah,
I just think you're burning more calories doing.
Yeah, in the
all
morning we'll take the leftovers and we'll scramble it up with some of Arthur Dane's eggs. You know,
Mance Raiders eggs. You mean?
Yeah, Mance Raiders.
Mance Raiders Dornish eggs.
You mean Euron Greyjoy's eggs?
Euron Greyjoy's Kraken eggs.
Oh no, Kraken eggs. Or
that's the surf and turf. You cut a little piece of Euron off, you throw it on your plate.
God.
A little bit of Sam on there.
That meat, that's tainted meat, dude. I would never eat Euron Greyjoy, dude. That's tainted meat. I bet you'd go crazy. Whatever the hell's going on.
I bet
with
a
that guy.
Kraken would be really delicious though, like giant calamari.
Like big slices of calamari.
Like a hunk of calamari that looks like a mammoth trunk, like fried up in Skyrim.
You get the huge. I'm not even a calamari fan, but I would try that. Huge tendril, you batter it up, fry it in a huge vat of oil, you know?
Massive calamari rings.
Is you two mad about? Is there something going on? Are you guys lagging it?
I think it's fine. He's just speculating that YouTube might get mad about it.
Yeah, YouTube's getting offended.
Yeah, we should probably stop talking about long
cannibalism and calamari talk. They don't appreciate that.
Hey, I once listened to the entire audiobook of Alive off YouTube. If that was allowed, that whole book's about cannibalism.
Let's get back to good old fashioned mutiny.
Oh yeah. Some mutiny.
Guys, shall we stab Taco if we're doing this mutiny now?
Thank you so much. I really wanted to know which order we'd eat each other in, if we could all just stop down for a little while.
All right.
I mean, it's whoever dies first gets eaten, but it's just a matter of who you would root for.
Who you stop feeding. It's like, hey guys, I know we agreed that whoever dies first we eat, but can I please start getting rations again? Because I feel like this is unfair.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we don't want to pick anybody, but Taco's not getting rations
We
anymore.
couldn't really serve Taco up in good conscience without some spices, maybe some hard shells.
I'll tell you right now.
Yes,
No,
you
no.
know.
I would be pissed if I found out you guys cannibalized me and then didn't do we put him on a white bread with mayo.
Yeah. I to be fair, I think you'd be pretty good on a corn tortilla with some cilantro, onions, and some hot salsa. I'm like, I think that'd be nice. Personally.
Thanks.
I unironically did eat tacos before this. I had three nice homemade tacos.
I was wondering what happened.
Nice.
Wow.
Haley and I went out for chicken tacos earlier, and my excuse was we can't get the burrito because it's a taco stream night.
We went to D's Drive-In. Yeah. You know, and
the zesty ranch tortilla shells and everything is great.
Yeah.
You know, we used to make cannibal jokes back in mine and Dave's old channel because I was not only named after food, but there was a guy named Soda, so we'd always make a lot of like, why are we named
When you
after
guys streamed together, I asked if that was planned, if you were the combo meal.
No, anytime we brought in a new person, we tried to pitch like a sides nickname and they never stuck. It's like, hey, we should call him Fries. And the guy's like, no.
Potato spuds. How you doing?
To Jeremy Hall, in this situation, we'd be forced to make our own taco shells. We'd figure it out. We'd get some like pine cones. We'd grind it down to acorns. We'd make some
Acorn
taco
paste.
shells somehow.
All right. I'm going to play something and then we're going to get back on it. All right.
Simply read the cards. You're going to be wonderful, really.
Boring. The second freaking Wayne's World one he has. What a loser. All right. Returning to Castle Black. After the stabbing of Lord Commander during the mutiny at Craster's Keep. So I want to keep in mind this is just after the stabbing, not the entire mutiny. During the mutiny at Craster's Keep, Gren had shouted and slapped Sam, and Giant even tries to get him off his feet. But Sam was too heavy, and Giant's tiny, so why is he the one helping him up? Like Gren, the one who's trying to wake him up, and Giant is the one who's trying to stand him up. That doesn't make sense. All right, and
maybe someone attacked him. You know.
Oh, that might make sense. Sorry. No, I'm hungry now too. Sorry. All right, where was I? They were trying to get him to his feet, but Sam was too heavy. And then they ran away with Giant and Dolorous Edd and some others. So now back across the wall. Now we're going back into our returning segment, Jon Snow thinking about Dolorous Edd. Now back across the wall with the Magnar of Then and others. Jon thought about the men at Castle Black, so he's remembering the cast there. And when he's thinking about Bowen, I said Bowen March is what I said instead of Bowen Marsh. That's hilarious. He remembers how Dolorous Edd sometimes called Marsh the old pomegranate because of his plump red face. He's the man you want in front when the foes are in the field. Ed would say in his usual dour voice, he'd count them right up for you. A regular demon for counting, that one.
Yeah.
And then, right after that, Bowen Marsh and Dolorous Edd go and do a fight, together. So it's actually because they do the fight.
Because Ed is one of the few men that goes with Bowen Marsh to the Bridge of Skulls to stop the Weeper.
Which I don't think I knew about until today. Honestly. I think I didn't know that. Are we sharing these tacos? That's what I'm wondering. Isn't it weird that
Baylor Blakespeare, you gotta pick us up all a couple tacos.
Yeah,
dude. What are you ordering? No. Please tell me your exact order and see if we can guess where you're at.
Yeah.
Please do.
Also, we'll do a review of your order and we'll judge it.
We'll rank it from 1 to 10.
I hope it's a really local place that none of us are at.
None of us have ever heard of, right?
Just a really odd names. I got a big gym, animal style. Wait, what's a big gym? I don't know what that is. Man. What's it? Parks and Rec, the child side soda is the size of a child.
So one child melted down into liquid form.
Yeah, I just love it. Just a soda, just 2 feet tall. All right. So where was I? When John leaves the wildlings and runs back to Castle Black, Maester Aemon tells him that Jeor was betrayed and killed, and that only 12 men made it back to Craster's Keep, including Giant Gren, Dywyn, and Sweet Dowdle Hill. Who is Sweet Dowdle Hill?
He's someone who is rumored to be a bastard.
Oh, well, yeah, because he's
to be
Hill.
a bastard of House Lannister.
Yeah,
he's also not that great a person.
He's kind of a
because he's
sleazebag,
bit
right?
of
Isn't he part of Chet's scheme?
Oh,
he is part of Chet's scheme, but he actually doesn't die
art.
and doesn't go with the mutant news of Craster's Keep. So he is smart, actually.
Yeah, he was tasked with cutting the horses loose.
Yeah,
with Clubfoot Carl.
He's part of Chet's scheme, and then he just sticks around after.
So then, when the mutiny
Chet
happens,
also
he
observes it in that prologue, and he observes that Sweet Donald is like super chill. Like does not look nervous at all. He is like, content and just telling stories and
keeps his cool. Yeah.
So no, he's
alive.
Lad. Also, he's probably a Lannister bastard because he has blonde hair and green eyes. I think.
I mean, that's just making assumptions there.
Yeah,
we did get a drive-through order update.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
2 cheeseburgers, fries, and 2 chicken. Are you at Jack in the Box or something? Do they serve
2 cheeseburgers and fries with 2
Jack in the
chicken
Box?
wraps? Burger King.
Oh, okay, maybe it's Burger King.
There's a lot of McDonald's.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Nope, not McDonald's. So chicken wraps are throwing me for a loop. Well, I know that they now have them at Burger King because I've done that. So, all right, now I'm showing.
It's not Jack in the Box, so yeah, you're probably right. Burger King.
Yeah, BK. Yeah. What's up? What do I get?
knows his fast food.
Burger King does do chicken very well. Like,
they do chicken.
Burger King's got some good stuff. I haven't been there in a long time, but
taco from
do they still have those Do they still have those BK stackers like the bacon cheeseburger? Or whatever
I don't think so. I never did them though. I don't like the stack.
They were good, but then I went there once and they didn't have them anymore, so I stopped going there.
And I'll just rock like 2 Whopper Juniors I used to do all the time. But man, what do I get nowadays? I was doing those wraps, but I don't know. I have to stop.
Yeah. We got the In-N-Out around here, so that's what we always go to In-N-Out. Or we go to the top, like there's 2 good taco shops. One's the Taco de Mexico, but there's also one, the Supremo Meat Market opened up, and we go there a lot now to get their tacos and stuff. They're pretty good.
Well, I now moved to a small town, so we only got Subway and DQ, so I don't do either. But small town Dairy Queens are better than normal Dairy Queens. I've realized like our Dairy Queen is better than any when I like lived in the
big
city.
ones.
Yeah. I would never go to a Dairy Queen there, but I'll go to this one. But there's a place called Dee's Drive-In that is pretty much Dairy Queen, but
nuts
from I wish they did. I made that joke. The guy didn't laugh.
D's drive-through nuts.
Yeah. Because I immediately was like,
in town.
No,
like,
D's drive-through nuts and pickles. That's all they say.
No, so they're essentially they sell everything that Dairy Queen does, but it's all from scratch. So it's good at that. So like everything's made right there. So their burgers are super good. Their ice cream's super good. So it's just like one step forward of Dairy Queen, like good Dairy Queen. So yeah. And every time I read BK, I keep wanting to say BTK. So just, I like the
BTK drive-through. Oh my god, that's horrifying.
He's just getting cereal killed right now. It's like, I thought you were talking about Burger King. He's like, no, I'm being BTK.
You pay to get cereal killed within like 5 minutes. The BTK drive.
Oh my god, stay on target. Oh my god, dude, when the
we're off target
tells us. All right,
Haley's
Stay on target. We're too close. Stay on target.
When I was a kid, our BK closed because allegedly a rat ran across the table, and so the place shut down. And I, as a kid, didn't get it. I'm like, what? Why does that matter? I still want to go be able to get burgers.
I've seen Ratatouille.
And I was like 6 or 7. And then like a couple years later, a different one opened in a different building. But it was still funny. I'm like, no, but who cares? I want Burger King.
Okay. We are getting.
I don't care if the rat cook works there. I want my burger.
We are getting.
Okay,
like,
get rid of the rat. Why can't they keep the place open?
We are getting yelled back on track by the.
I was gonna say, little did they know it was Ratatouille, and that's what made the magic happen. No.
Well, where were we? Did we finish off this one? John makes it back. I don't think so. No, yeah, we haven't made it all the way back.
We were asking.
Oh yeah. No, I
Donald
made
Hill
it
was.
to Sweet Donald Hill, yeah. And Dolorous Edd. Gren explains that they tried to save Sam, but Dolorous Edd figured Dirk's bunch would have killed all the loyal men to keep them from telling what had done. What they done. So they left Sam and Gior. When the Weeper starts his assault near Shadow Tower, Bowen Marsh assembles a garrison at Castle Black, along with Edd to aid Sir Denys Mallister. During the battle beneath the wall, the defenders name a straw sentinel after Edd. Edd, not the sentinel Edd, human Edd, Edd returns from the Shadow Tower with Dywyn and Giant. Survivors from the Bridge of Skulls were Bowen Marsh, where Bowen Marsh held back the Weeper's advance. So yeah, say what you want about the old pomegranate, but he does hold off the Weeper. Like
yeah.
Good job,
And he takes a wound doing it too. So he's not like not fighting either. He's actually like
He's not a coward per se.
Yeah,
he's just not an
coward. He's just kind of an ass, you know.
Bowen Marsh. Yeah, I mean, just because you're good at math doesn't make you cool. That's all I'm saying. Like Bowen Marsh was in the mathletes. Like what a loser.
He's a nerd.
I was gonna say if Denys Mallister is fighting at his age too, also props to him. Like that's fucking hard. Like, you know, being what's he like 80 something, 90 something? He's old as hell.
No, he's not 80 or 90.
I thought he was really fucking old like that.
He is really old. No.
Is he? I've never heard that at all.
70 something. How old's Denys Mallister?
Oh, the art doesn't put. Oh, Denys Mallister. Oh, I thought we were talking about Bowen Marsh.
No.
Denys
Mallister.
Denys Mallister is old as fuck.
Bowen Marsh is not young by any stretch of the imagination.
I was like, he's the old pomegranate, but that's.
But I always pictured him as in his like 50s or maybe early 60s. Like I thought 50s.
Right. Sorry, I'm sorry for making fun of you for being a mathlete. Can I make fun of my nephew who's not listening? This was a few years ago. He has blossomed
over here making fun of the math people. Yeah.
All right, no. I felt so, and I brought this up later, and he like claimed that he wasn't in mathletes. I was like, "Were you in mathletes?" He's like, "No," and I was like, "All right,
no,
I remember you were." But no, this was my nephew was like 14, whatever, a sophomore, like a freshman or sophomore, like just got into high school, and I was talking to my sister, and she's like, "Yeah, the other mathletes have been picking on him," and I was like,
"Oh no!"
I was like, the other mathletes,
the nerds.
He's the nerd of the mathletes, and she's like, "Shut up!" And I'm like, "No, for real though."
It's like, no, he's way too athletic and cool, and they all think that that's lame.
Well, and he is actually athletic and cool, but
because your own people.
He did hit a 3-pointer at the buzzer in basketball. Like I got that video, and it was actually I was like, damn, I can do that. That was pretty good. I claim the title of nerd with pride, but at the same time, I love making fun of nerds because whenever somebody is nerdier than me, it's like, dude, you suck. Like I finally get to
that's part of nerd culture. It's like part of weeb culture. It's like there's that meme where it's like the weeb and behind him's the other weeb with like the chair getting ready to be like, fuck you, weeb.
Yeah.
Behind him's a guy in a fursuit.
What's that like? The only people who hate Star Wars. The people who hate Star Wars the most are Star Wars fans.
They're Star Wars fans.
Yeah, like they just fucking Star Wars fans fucking hate Star Wars. Like what the fuck, dude? I think that's why. Like, I feel like I definitely don't have a thick skin, but I felt so embraced by this cult, like this fandom because I wasn't immediately because I set up new Star Wars stuff. in every single vid, I was just getting ripped apart. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. No, the Star Wars fandom is.
Plo Koon wasn't using Form 5 in that lightsaber battle. He was using Form 3. And it's like, shut the fuck up. And it was like shit like that. And then I came here and everyone's like, hey man, cool video. And I'm like, really? Because I went from an abusive,
you're not ripping me apart
relation.
for talking about something I like.
No, and sometimes people just like I do make mistakes, you know, like the lore is big and there's a lot of facts, and every once in a while I'll get a couple wrong. And it, like sometimes people will just be like, hey, it's this, and I'll like look it up and I'm like, oh you're right, and they'll go, yeah man, I got you, and it's like, oh fuck you, I guess. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, man.
Well, the great thing about being so invested in a property that is not done and never will be done, if you're wrong, it's just a retcon that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you can't tell me that Robert Baratheon isn't Jon Snow's dad.
You can't. We don't know.
I mean, no, that one we do know.
And you can't tell me that the Boar isn't Azor Ahai.
Hodor is Azor Ahai.
Oh,
he was reborn.
Obviously, Hodor's Azor Ahai, but I was talking about the Boar Ahai.
Oh, the Boar, yeah, Boar Ahai.
You can't tell me that Sir Pounce isn't working into Tommen the whole time.
Probably is.
The only Star Wars opinion that I judge people on is whether you believe Darth Jar Jar is supposed to be real or not. And if you don't believe Darth Jar Jar, if you don't believe in Darth Jar Jar, I think less of you.
Oh, you don't? Okay, I was about to remove you. So the thing about Darth Jar Jar is I do think that George, the other George, was contemplating that, and then everyone hated it, and then he absolutely swerved. But specifically in episode 1, there's a lot of reasons to think he's going to do a Darth Jar Jar.
It was supposed to be a thing, and then
I don't know if it was supposed to be, but I definitely believe that it could have.
Oh, this is why I can't fucking stand Star Wars people. My God, you get
because they don't believe in Darth Jar Jar.
Fucking, I got the power.
Like RIG, you're still fine, but you are wrong.
Yeah. Here, I got this for random.
Right away. No, we're cool and all, but just shut up sometime.
I remember
I will never accept Darth Jar Jar. Never. I used to know someone who was hard on Darth Jar Jar, and they sat me down for like 2 or 3 hours, tried to show me all the proof, and I was like, no. Stop with this nonsense.
I don't know if you know who Haley is, but she loves Darth Jar Jar.
No, she loves Darth Jar Jar too, but only to troll me. I hope at least.
Darth Jar Jar is the only correct reading of all that evidence that guy sat down and showed you for 3 hours. I can tell you that right now.
Are we ready to just like take a hard pivot away from Game of Thrones and
I think we should talk about
this is a Star Wars.
Yeah,
this is a Jar Jar.
I want to be a Star Wars creator again, but none of that lame like lightsaber battles, none of that shit. It's only Jar Jar all the time.
It's only Jar Jar all day. I was saying, Taco, you got to do your own. You're all wrong, but Star Wars or not Star Wars, because you said you used to do them.
We used to do Star Wars or not.
So
Dave remembers.
You should sit down and you guys should make another one. I'd come on that for sure.
I want you guys to know
you are, but I'm like I know a little Star Wars.
We could for my birthday if I have it off because it is Star Wars Day. My birthday is Star Wars Day.
I don't think anybody would give a shit if you did a little Star Wars game on your stream. No one cares.
So here's something about Dave, and then we're gonna get back on target. But let me tell you something about Dave. Dave used to make all my thumbnails before I learned how to use PowerPoint. and Dave hid the Jedi Master I'm a gun die in almost every one of the thumbnails hidden, like just it's somewhere in there. And
sometimes he was real big. Sometimes he was a tiny pixel.
But he did this for so fucking long that I never noticed that he just told me. He's like, dude, I like kind of feel bad at this point. I'm like, what? He's like, so for the last like 9 months, I've been hiding I'm a gun die. And I was like, what? And I like went back and looked and I was like, son of a bitch.
It's your whole channel.
I really wanted to get caught. So sometimes there's one where he's like poking his head out through the O in Taco. And I was like, surely he saw that.
They weren't hidden, dude. They're
There's one
hidden.
where freaking Kane and Jarrus and the Grand Inquisitor are clashing lightsabers, and right in the middle is I'm gonna die.
All right,
it's like the serial killer sending letters to the police because he secretly wants to be found out.
Back to the Burger King killer, the BKK.
Back to the BK.
The BKK.
The BKK. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did I break you? Did that win? Did I win, guys? All right. We're past that. Are we in this? No. Oh yeah, now we're gonna get to the vote for Lord Commander. Fuck yes. We're cooking now, guys. The latest count.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, 2 hours in.
Are we a little in?
Yeah, unfortunately, I got to leave after this one because I got to get to bed tonight. But let's go through this one. Let's talk about this for a little minute.
All right, cool. So the Dark Horse candidate, the latest count on choosing the new Lord Commander. Did I get any laughs on Dark Horse candidate? I thought that was funny. The latest count on choosing the new Lord Commander. I should have said third party. Damn it. All right. The Progressive Party.
Do you want to take it back? Just try it again.
Yeah. All right. So the Progressive Party candidate. The latest count on choosing the new Lord Commander had only 7 people left in the race after it started with more than 30. Currently, it was Sir Dennis Malister with 230 tokens, among other names. So earlier, I did have every single person's like tokens they were making, but then this slide was too fucking big, so I just said and others. Dolorous Edd had 1 token. 1 person was voting for him. Sam assumed it was Pip making a jape. That night at supper, Pip was telling Dolorous Edd about the contest they had to see which of the straw soldiers could collect the most wildling arrows. He explains that Ed's straw man was leading until Watt of Long Lakes passed him on the last day. So yeah, they were making a bet about the straw soldiers named after them, about them dying. Did I lose somebody?
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I lost Dave.
Oh no, he's gone.
Oh no.
Oh, no, he's gone.
No.
Darth Jar Jar got him. No.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, talk shit about Star Wars. Get fuck around, find out. No. I hope he comes back. I don't want to hang out with you guys.
That darn Canadian internet always glitching out.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. So now I'm forgetting where I was. Yeah, which straw soldier could collect the most? So on the last day, Watt of Long Lake. There we go. Passed on the last day. I never win anything, Dolorous Edd complained. The gods always smiled on Watt, though. When the wildlings knocked him off the Bridge of Skulls, somehow he landed in a nice deep pool of water. How lucky was that, missing all those rocks? Grant asked if the water saved him. No, he was dead already from the axe in his head. Still, it was pretty lucky. It's rocks.
Yeah. This is a banger. This is also a top.
I don't put this in top 3, maybe. I don't know. I think it's because I didn't remember this one. Like the other ones I was like waiting for. This one, like, I forgot about. But I don't know.
This is not top 3, but it's top 5.
All right.
It's one of my favorites. Yeah, I don't know where on the list, but
we haven't made it to my other 2 of the top 3. But where was I?
Yeah, because they I think are in bands. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I think one of them might be coming up. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
I mean, just his campaign speech is really good, but I don't put that in the top. I don't put that in top 3 though, but it's pretty good. So yeah, missing all those rocks. Yeah, there would be another vote shortly, and the tensions in the air were thicker than the smoke. After the meal, Maester Aemon rose to ask if any of the brothers wished to speak before they cast their tokens. Dolorous Edd got up, stone-faced and glum as ever. I just want to say to whoever is voting for me that I would sincerely make an awful Lord Commander, but so would all these others. Now, as far as campaign speeches go, that ain't bad. Like, if a presidential candidate would go, I'm horrible and I suck, but I'm still better than this guy.
He's not even saying
that's been the winning strategy.
Saying they all suck. He's like, I suck, but everyone
not as bad.
That's been the winning strategy 2 of the last 3 elections. What are you talking about? I'm horrible, but I'm better than that guy.
Well, that's how I hear it. I
Better
don't know
than
if
that
they're
girl.
saying those words. I just hear it constantly. All right. I'll make that joke in the
this
green room.
this is a real electoral strategy. Yeah, I'm awful, but they're awful too.
I mean, it does work.
Vote for
clearly.
me.
Vote for me. What's the sideshow Bob for mayor?
Oh,
he goes Mayor Quimby. He's going against Mayor Quimby, and it's like Mayor Quimby is awful. He let an evil murderer like Sideshow Bob out of prison. Vote for Sideshow Bob.
Vote for Sideshow Bob. His court speech is even better. I can't quote it all, but his court speech is so funny.
I don't remember it. Go ahead. Do you got any of it?
I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but he's like deep down you long for a Republican to be in power to brutalize criminals, lower taxes, and something. It's
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, I know it now. It's like deep down you know you long for a Republican to be in power to brutalize criminals, lower taxes, and rule you like a king. and then he's like,
I think we need a recap on those rules.
Yeah, and it's like, no, I'm off.
silly.
I have a race to win. He goes to leave, and they're like, no, you're under arrest. Oh, sorry.
Brewster's Millions. Yeah, because it was the guy who's trying to spend. Yeah, the Richard Pryor movie where he's running for office because he has to spend like $30 million in like 2 months, and he can't own anything afterwards. He can't buy an asset. So he's trying to find ways to just spend money. And then he gets the idea of just running for mayor because politicians spend so much money. So he starts, and then he doesn't want to become mayor. So he just like, none of the above, don't vote for any of us. And then he gets ahead. Like, and he's like, I don't want to become mayor. I'm just spending money. He can't tell anybody of why he's trying to spend money. No, Brewster's Millions is fantastic. What?
Now that you live in a small town, you should do the fun experiment of looking up how many votes it would take to win your next mayoral election, and then realizing in your head that you could get that many votes if you tried. Then you be in the position where you have to decide if your mayor is good or if you should run for mayor.
Yeah, and then knowing that you know Zach and Tom, and they could totally run your race for you, and you win that shit.
Right? I was at the Tormund City Council. I've only been here for a year, but I just like the one other person I know in town. He goes, "Hey, your district, which is like whatever 5 blocks, right? He's like, your part of town needs a city council," and I'm like, I want to like, dude, I said some really questionable stuff on my Facebook in college, man. Like, I don't need anyone going back and like seeing that shit.
Or any issues.
It's America. There is literally no bottom of the barrel into what you could have done or said and still be elected to the highest office in the land.
I was in art school. I was very
Are you on city council? Did you say, or are you?
No. So I said like I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to run for anything. And he goes, "No, you just send them a letter and they pick you if they like you." I'm like, what? Yeah. Like, that's easy. But I was like, so I told my wife she should. And because I was like, she's, she doesn't have all that questionable shit.
She's responsible enough to hold public office.
She didn't register for a really peculiar political party as a joke when she was 18 that I didn't think anyone was actually paying attention to. And then it got brought up to me when I was in my 20s. Like, did you join this party? I was like, oh my God, what? Oh my God. That's a joke. Oh shit. I didn't know. I didn't know you guys look into that. It was in high school. They were like, hey, look up different political parties. And then as a bid, I was like, it says register. I'm going to do it. And then when I was to get a friend of mine who was in the Marines wanted a day off, and he could get a day off if he brought somebody in. So he's like, hey, come in and try to be a Marine. You don't have to like do it. I'm like, all right, cool. And they're just immediately like, did you register for this political party? And I was like, holy shit. So I learned that day I can't run for office. It was a joke. Anyways, I'm not saying which one. I'll tell you who gets in the green room.
Would it be one that would eliminate you from being a small town mayor or help you?
Oh, eliminate me. Eliminate me. I know, no politics. I try so hard, man.
I was just gonna say also this is 2026 in America.
Dave, are you coming back?
Most political parties that you could be affiliated with are not gonna hurt you these days.
No, this one would. This one would. Sorry, keep going. Ross Perot's
maybe if
Green
it was
Party?
like the furry political party, maybe that would sink your boat. But all the other ones now, I think people are out there, they're fucking going with it. You know?
I mean, if the furries got, it's about their platform. That's why I support the furries because of their platform. Don't just judge them on being furries.
No, I know. I'm just
their
teasing.
economics are great.
Yeah, I'm just teasing because the furries get so much hate. But
I know. Poor furries. Where was I that night at supper? Yeah, he goes, "Don't vote for me." Where was I?
Later before the next vote.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go. I'm way further down than I thought. And later before the next vote, John enters the voting council. He is greeted with shouts and disapproval from Janos Slint and Thorne, learning that his name has been put forth as Lord Commander. That was so absurd, John had to smile. When he was asked by who, it was Dolorous Edd Tollett who stood by me. It's a terrible, cruel thing to do to a friend, but better you than me. Remember that line later, because it does come back. So seeking to end the voting, Sir Alistair mentions that Athol Yarwick has something to say, but the first builder abandons their plotting and withdraws in favor of John. Fucking legend, dude. Fucking Athol Yarwick, fucking legend. Oh my god. Just imagine if like a really big endorsement, and it's like if like I'm not gonna say any actual politicians, but if I'm like, oh, I got this dude, and then he comes up forward and goes, I changed my mind. The other dude, like what the?
Yeah, that would be absolutely. That would not go over well for me. I would not keep my composure. That would be a televisable moment on live TV.
Oh yeah, so his computer crashed out. That's what happened to Dave.
Also, I do have to say it's very funny, and I'm questioning YouTube's auto censorship because the I thought no politics LOL did not show up in the public chat.
So funny.
So random what they choose to not allow people to say in live chat.
Well, because I've seen other people. I've seen what gets through certain people's comments, and it's like, wait, how are these ones not?
They're fighting these things. All
right, they're definitely using AI.
Yeah,
but it's just funny, like what it flags and what it doesn't.
I mean, AI is just stupid. Like, let's be real.
Artificial unintelligence, am I right?
They got the grok on it. The grok is out there organizing.
All right, be careful.
Someone says they saw it. Maybe it's just for me it didn't show up.
Oh, okay. When Sam and Clytus go to fetch the voting kettle, a large raven flies in and it lands on John's shoulder, cawing, "Snow, snow!" And Jon Snow wins the vote in a landslide victory and is named 998 Lord Commander. But he must soon confront, Stannis with the news. So, legend.
The height of our suspicions around Dolorous Edd is him putting forward John's name.
Like I said, it does
not even maybe not the height, but that's one of the big ones for me. I'm like
Rose to Raven. So the funny thing about this slide is everything on this slide is from Dance, and everything from the next slide is from Feast. But I am doing them in story order, not book order.
Yeah.
So there's a chapter before Jon Snow's chapter, which is Sam's first chapter. Yep, it's John's second that the Feast for Crows Sam one is in. So
I got a question for you.
Oh yeah, Rando said he's
I do gotta bounce out before you roast the Raven. So I'm unfortunately gonna have to say goodbye to everybody.
Have a good one, Rando.
Thank you for having me on, Taco.
Thanks for showing up.
I will catch you next stream. So have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.
All right. See ya. Now I got a question here regarding before we move on to like the feast and stuff. Like, well, about the collusion and the conspiracy to put Jon forward, because we see it from Sam's chapter. Sam has his whole chapter where he's plotting and scheming and start trying to ensure and play Cotter Pike and Dennis Mallister fiddles against each other, so they endorse
which is
Jon.
so good. It's such good stuff.
It is very good stuff. But do we think that Sam told Ed and they together conspired, or do we think this is something different? Is this just Ed doing his own thing and it just helped Sam out?
I have no clue, because it is really weird that Ed out of nowhere is like, I'm the one who did it. And we're like, wait, no, what? Like, Sam went and talked to all these people. Like, this is the first time Ed's part of the plot, because this is a video for Ed. I searched his name. He never he never came up to Sam like, are you doing a thing? I'll help with the thing. Like, he might have
talks with Sam. He talks with Pip and Gren about it, tangentially about it in that chapter, and then Aemon gives him the advice, sort of, hey, maybe do it. But to be fair, I do think that they got pretty close with Ed, so makes sense that Sam
maybe
would go
this just confirms. Maybe this just confirms that he just says whatever he thinks will be funniest in the moment. Like, he just makes things up.
Or him and the Crow are in cahoots.
That too.
Three-eyed Ed. Well, he is a lot like Maynard Plum. So maybe... Wow. He's actually a lot like Maynard Plum.
Oh, we are cooking theories.
Wait
a second.
That ain't bad.
Let him cook.
That's
as
not
the
bad.
Kids say.
Yeah, is that what the kids say?
Yeah.
Who's the oldest person here? Is it me? No, Tormund, you're older than me, right?
I'm 32, so I'm not sure.
I'm older than Michael, right? I'm 36.
Yeah.
I'm almost 37. Damn it.
31.
31. Holy shit, you youngins. Let me school you, youngins.
Okay.
I've been watching too much of The Wire. Trying to school you here, youngin. Let's get back to the roast Raven. So I do think that it was bothering me today when I was writing it, because I wanted to end it. Like, I didn't want to keep typing, because I literally typed all day. But this is really when Dolorous Edd kind of peaks. Is I think Dance and Feast is when Dolorous Edd is kind of really on fire. But yeah. So Edd carries on his duties as Lord Commander Snow's steward. Jon is awakened from a wolf dream by Mormont's raven. He throws his pillow at the bird. The pillow struck the wall and burst, scattering stuffing everywhere as Dolorous Edd Tollett poked his head in through the door. Beg your pardon, he said, ignoring the flurry of feathers. Shall I fetch my lord some breakfast? The raven cried, corn, corn, corn. And Jon asked for roast raven and a pint of ale. 3 corns and 1 roast raven, said Dolorous Edd. Very good, my lord. Only Hobbs made boiled eggs, black sausage, and apples stewed with prunes. The apples stewed with prunes are excellent, except for the prunes. I won't eat prunes myself. Well, there was one time Hob chopped them up with chestnuts and carrots and hid them in a hen. Never trust a cook, my lord. They'll prune you when you least expect it. Top 3.
Pun. This is number 1 or number 2 in my opinion.
Yep. This is probably number 1 for me. So I teased it earlier. So the theory is that they're going to have the others over for peace negotiations. That's the hardest part of the theory to pitch, because there's nothing in there that says that. Like, that's just us saying that. So they have the others over for peace negotiations, and Three Finger Hob is making food. And Mor's Umber is there. And then his eye, made of dragon glass, falls out and gets into the food somehow. And Hob thinks it's a prune and then puts it into some food, and he accidentally prunes an other with the dragon glass, and one of them dies, which ends the peace negotiations and starts the war.
Damn.
That is the stupid theory that I can't get out of my head. That I keep thinking I'm gonna pitch to INC, but I
hey, just I'm just gonna say regarding all that negotiations with the others. I wouldn't call that too insane. Maybe
no, I don't think it's insane.
Brain.
It doesn't have it. I can't find it in the text. Like nowhere does John say I'll meet with the others if I had a chance. Like I just can't support that.
Yeah, if the others are a different race of some sort, it makes sense. If they're shadow baby type things, then probably doesn't.
Yeah,
like if they are like ice elf things from the north, it's plausible that there could be a negotiation.
But I think they are shadow clones. I think they are the clone of. Yeah, I go with what your thoughts are on that. Is either Blood Raven or a different Green Seer or maybe something else is making shadow clones of themselves. Was it you or somebody else who had Benjen Stark is tied to something and is out there producing shadow clones? Was that somebody else who pitched that one?
So I talked about how, like, if the others are shadow babies, what they're probably doing with Craster's sons is the same thing Craster is doing, which is tying them, like, they would be tied up to weirwood trees and then bred with to make shadows, serving whatever woman is the shadow binder, making them like Knight's Queen, whatever.
Yeah.
And if Benjen Stark, if that is the case, Benjen Stark could also have been taken and used to make shadows, but
yeah,
you know.
Okay. Yeah, no, then I think it was you. Yeah. I don't know.
Is this an implication of death by Snoo Snoo?
Possibly.
Or eternal life by Snoo Snoo, and then having your life force used to make others, as your life force is sustained forever by the weirwoods, and you're just trapped there.
Yeah.
I am all right. I don't need to get back into my. I think there's 9 hidden Green Seers everywhere theory because I just haven't been able to think about anything else. But yeah, underneath the whispers,
there's at least one
other than Blood Raven.
Yeah, there's at least one other, at least on on a trip to become a god.
No. I mean specifically, ancient Green Seers that are currently right now under the ground, tied into the weirwood system.
I was making a Euron Green Seer joke.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, the way that Bran sees, like, deeper down in the cave, there are these old husks that still have their, like, they still move their eyes. They're still
so
alive
scary. The one who tries to yell but can't make noise.
Yeah, that implies that, like, below weirwoods in other places, there are probably still living husks that are just sort of
and I think
there.
Bran the Builder underneath either the wall or Winterfell.
Yeah.
I think
in the deepest part of the crypts or under the wall.
Yep, and then Night King underneath the wall. I think Clarence Crabbe underneath the whispers. I think the two Tarly brothers founders underneath Hornhill. And there's probably others, but those are the ones that I like for sure think are alive.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it tracks.
I know I'm kind of crazy on that one, but I haven't been able to think of anything else besides hidden weirwood caves. And I do think the Clarence Crabbe and the Whispers is really strong. And I did pitch that to INC. It's coming out in a couple weeks, but like, so not to ruin it for everybody, but I do kind of stand by that because we even see a cave.
There ought to be one in the Rainwood.
Yeah, we don't get to go into the Rainwood enough. Like I wish
we will in Winds. We know that because of the sample chapters. But
man, if we ever go to Greenfield, aka the Bower, which is a giant timber castle made 100% of weirwood, man, I want to know what's going on there. And we only get one line about it. It's
100% all natural weirwood. Dude, guaranteed.
So cool. Who's underneath the Harrenhal?
I don't think there's anyone under Harrenhal specifically because Harrenhal is not old at all.
Yeah, it's relatively new.
There's probably one on some cave on the Isle of Faces.
There's probably a dozen or more. There's
I said it. Sorry, at least one. I'll correct myself.
Yeah, there's probably a bunch. You think, is there one underneath the grove of weirwoods that the Watch walk to do their vows? Maybe.
Maybe not. I wouldn't necessarily say that's a given.
It's not so.
At the very least,
Castle Black was not the relevant location way back in the day. If there's anything near or close to the wall, it's at the Night Fort.
Yeah, I agree that that's more likely. There could also, just like anywhere you see a weirwood grove, though, there's always the possibility of like old children of the forest husks.
Yeah, I think
like whether there's a person there.
Okay, yeah. If we're talking children, then yeah, sure.
Yeah. Probably a child. Yeah, there's probably children. Only because like the idea of like, oh, there's probably a child of the forest in almost every raven. It's like, wait, how many fucking child of the forest are hooked to the river net? Like, there's a lot of ravens.
There's another guy I could pitch for you as potential if we're going speculative. Because you know that Highgarden has like 3 weirwoods, like the 3 singers, and it's all the imagery around Garth Greenhand. Yeah. It's either him or Garth the Gardener, his son. They could be down there.
Yeah, that makes sense too. Garth the Greenhand for sure makes sense.
Well, anytime I hear like anytime there's a married a wood witch and lived for thousands of years, I'm like, cool, Green's here, done. Like, that's all I need. I'm like, all right, they lived for thousands of years.
Greenhand is literally like
thousands of years.
He speaks fertility god, like pagan fertility god coded. That's him.
I think yeah, Garth the Greenhand. I can't believe I never thought of that. That's definitely a good one. But yeah, anytime it's do you think there's a possibility for Grey King? Because he did sit on a possible weirwood throne, possibly.
I would not necessarily say Grey King, in my opinion. I think the Iron Islands are called too barren to really host weirwoods.
He kills a weirwood. He kills Yig.
I don't think that's but I don't think Ig was on the Iron Islands, was he? I thought that's a story about the mainland. I might be wrong here.
I thought he killed it there.
I don't know if it's specified that it's after
their
migration.
Not be specified,
he led the migration, but he may have killed Demon Tree beforehand, right?
Yeah, because Yig is
some people think Naga could be made out of Yig.
Yeah, because Naga's bones sounds like weirwood branches. And then
which would imply he did it before the migration.
Yeah, and he sat on Naga's jaws. So if those are weirwoods, that would be a weirwood. But then Yig is just a weirwood tree, like the way it's described. I can just a giant, a giant tree that eats people. Like that's what a weirwood is.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, cue the picture I have of White Tree. Like it's literally they found. No, I feel like enough people don't talk about the fact that in the mouth of the face at White Tree is bones. It was being fed. Like.
Yep.
How does no one talk about that? Like that's insane.
Yeah. North of the wall, they still remember the trees eat people.
Yeah, they just eat them too. It's not even like.
I mean, you say that, but it's definitely something that still happens in other areas of the North. It's just that we got our intro to old god stuff through Winterfell, which is tame.
It's more subtle, like Eddard cleaning his sword in the water.
Right.
That is, the blood sacrifice is still going on. And
I never actually clocked that. Holy shit, you're right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Ned is definitely doing a blood sacrifice.
10 years plus reading, thinking and being on the internet in the community, and I clocked that only now. Holy shit.
I'm sorry, man.
It is also crazy how that is one of the first scenes we get, and then we don't find out that there is actually blood sacrifice to the weirwoods until dance. When they talk about entrails strung up in the trees, and Davos is like, I didn't know you made human sacrifice to the weirwoods, and they're like, there's a lot you Southerns don't know. That's the explicit confirmation of it.
Who is it? Brandon Ice Eyes in World of Ice and Fire, when he goes and kills the slavers down at the Wolfswood. They just hang the entrails.
That's what
it's a full-blown sacrifice. Yeah.
At the Wolf's Den.
Yeah, at the Wolf's Den. A full-blown holy shit.
And then we also know that Skagos is Skagos, and they got to do all that sort of shit.
They got some Skagos-y shit going on, yeah.
And then Asha, a few chapters after Davos confirms the sacrifice, explicitly, Asha is like, oh yeah, I've never seen a weirwood up close before. We always heard that they have blood they have sap that looks like human blood, but when I get up close, no, like that's just straight up actually blood frozen on that tree.
She says
like
that's blood.
That's just blood.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's like,
which
no,
I
that's
also
sap.
think is
like
a good
no.
chance of being true. It's just,
it's blood.
Either just blood or like
essentially
90%,
the blood.
10% sap.
And
it is essentially like sap is essentially blood. So
yeah, it's tree
right.
blood.
But
And
I think it's like
delicious.
the human blood of all the thousands of years of sacrifice just flowing around the network.
Could be.
Hell yeah. And then of course the Weirwood sacrifice that is Nimbledick Crab and Timmy and Pig and Shagwell all get their heads cut off at the Whispers, by the way.
Yep.
And and that's a bunch of blood that probably leaked in there, but she literally does she makes Shagwell dig the hole, but does bury Nimbledick at the base of a fucking Weirwood. There's so much. I love these books. I don't know if you guys know this, but George, good writer. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Write some
check out his Thousand World stuff. Me and Rig can talk about that for hours.
Man, I've never felt like I felt the way that my wife must feel when I talk about A Song of Ice and Fire. When you guys were talking about other stuff,
when we brought up Bruce Punish
over.
and Unsound Variations yesterday on Rigstream.
Yeah, on Rigstream. Yeah. My eyes glazed over, I'm out of my fucking element.
Yeah.
Oh, you
gotta show my power levels.
Yeah. Where are we at? Did we finish this? No, we didn't finish this.
No, we did not.
We didn't make it very far. John is awakened by a wolf's dream. We made it to the breakfast. Very good, my lord. Prunes. Yep, I finished off the prunes.
Yeah.
Pruning when you least expect it. Yeah. So John says that the breakfast can wait and asks if there was any trouble at the stockades. Nonsense, you put guards on the guards, my lord.
Mm-hmm.
Ed answered, I didn't notice that when I was typing it. That's funny. John said, that's good. Ed went on, 2 more wildlings turned up to surrender. A mother and a girl clinging to her skirts. She had a boy babe too, all swaddled up in fur, but he was dead. The raven agreed, dead. Jesus. Dude, Blood Raven, shut up, man. John or Bran, whichever one's in him right now. John asked if she was questioned. Aye, my lord. But all she knew is that she ran off during the battle and hid in the woods after. We filled her full of porridge and sent her to the pens and burned the babe. John, John does think he's not even fazed by burning dead babies. So oh my God, I can't believe I said it, but yeah, it's a very dark moment. John is reading a letter, good typo for me there, from Maester Aemon when Dolorous Edd Tollett opened up the door to tell him that Gilly was without, and it tells Ed to go find Sam as he speaks to Gilly. He'll be down with the books. My old Septon used to say that the books are dead men talking. Dead men should keep quiet is what I say. No one wants to hear a dead man's yabber. Dolorous Edd went off muttering of worms and spiders. So that's a Clarence Crab reference. Right there. Yeah. Doesn't Nimbledick even say what does its severed head have to say? Or something like that?
Yeah, he does, I think.
Or no, all they have to do is talk. Yeah, that's all they have left.
Yeah,
if you're severed head, that's all you have left is talking. Yeah. So I still don't understand how a severed head without lungs can squeeze air through their larynx to make a sound. Wouldn't it just be they don't
use
have
the wind blowing through the caves to?
So they would have to be sideways and a fan on. You need a fan on. Yeah. All right. Cool. Now
it's magic. Come on.
Yeah, we established this last night on our IG stream. Guys, it's not sci-fi, it's fantasy. Stop asking.
Fantasy. Shut up.
Shut up, nerd.
Shut up, nerd.
Yeah.
You guys ever think even though he's bigger than me, richer than me, I look like this and he's super stacked. But every time I hear Kirk Cousins talk, I just want to beat him up and take his milk money because he's such a nerd.
I thought you were talking about George R.R. Martin when you said he's bigger and richer than me. And I was like,
no, he's talking about Kirk of Chains.
Then you said he's super stacked. I'm like, oh, we're going in a different direction.
I waited for the reveal afterwards, but yeah, because Kirk O'Chains just like, just goes off about how his wife sets out his clothes for him and about how he loves great clips. And he's a great clips kid and he wants his kid to be a great clips kid. And then he just like goes off and I'm just like, dude, like I just want to knock his books out of his fucking hand. Like you
like that? You like that. Yeah.
Yeah. You like that?
Definitely like top of the nerdiest QBs. Like he's in the top tier for sure.
Yeah. He's the like, if oh gosh was a person.
Like I cannot think of the top of my head about like a nerdier QE. Like off the top of my head.
No, that's about it. I think he's number one. Yeah, fucking nerd. All right. Farewell to Samwell. Wow, Sam Wheel. That's a good typo. That's probably my best one.
Also, it's not farewell, it's farewell.
Oh my god.
1 for
farewell
3
to Sam Wheel. I'm rather upset about that one. Give me a sec. I'm gonna fix it. All right. Well, the problem is,
Let's stall, Michael.
There's only one squiggly line, and it's under Samwell. Farewell. How do you spell farewell? With an I?
There is an E after the R.
No, just change it to the fair, like going to the fair, and then well. It's fine.
Oh man, now I got to make it smaller. Does well still have 2 L's?
Yes.
Right,
there's a Y in there though.
What?
Stop! This is gaslighting, Michael.
You asshole, man. What a dick.
I should have played along, but
you should have. Yeah,
to correcting you.
Here, I'll spell it out. Okay, and just like F. All right, you wait.
FAIRWEYLL.
That's so funny. Oh, I got 3 comments, so they're making fun of me. Very well. That should be a shirt now. I think if I did any shirts, I would purposely do typos, just because it's kind of like my brand.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because
Taco merch coming soon.
I one day. I have a sub count plan where I'm like gonna start doing like, if I ever get to that, merch and a page around, like, all right, I'll start taking it serious. Make it that I can quit my job, guys, and then I'll start taking it a little more serious. And I don't even have to make as much money as I make now in order to quit my job, because if I could quit my job and do this, I wouldn't have to pay for childcare anymore. So I only have to make a little bit more.
You have to make the difference, yeah.
Yeah, I have to make the difference. Farewell to Samwell. Better?
Yeah.
That is better,
there you go. And it rhymes. That's what I was going for. The last one didn't rhyme. Farewell to Sam Wheel. It was way off.
Yeah.
It's all right. You can go back and watch it all. That's the best part. But thank you for being here now.
It's going to also be on YouTube after we stop streaming.
And also, you saying that you missed most of it is very optimistic. Yeah, it's very optimistic of you, because we might be here for a while. All right, so farewell to Samwell. As Sam is, so this is going back to Feast. As Sam is leaving the library, the glum Ed calls out his name, Sam. I don't know how you call out when you're Dolorous Edd. Sam. Nail. Sorry, no one's gonna get that reference. I was coming to fetch you. I was told to bring you to the Lord Commander. Sam asks if John wants to see him, and Ed says, as to that, I could not say. I never wanted to see half the things I've seen, and I've never seen half the things I wanted to. I don't think wanting comes into it. You'd best go all the same. Lord Snow wishes to speak with you as soon as he is done with Craster's wife. Sam asks if he means Gilly. That's the one. If my wet nurse had looked like her, I would still be on the teat. Mine had whiskers. And then Pip goes, Most goats do.
Yeah.
Dude. Pip just bam.
Yeah, no, Pip turns the corner and like he's not even like listening to this whole thing. Like Pip isn't in the scene. He's coming with Gren in, overhears that whole bit, and then instantly has the zinger.
Dude, yeah, I'm glad
like those two would be a comedy duo.
Yeah,
the only reason why they wouldn't do it is because Pip is like the one that knows Dolorous Edd the least, from what we know, because we met Dolorous Edd in Clash after they had left Castle Black.
In like I said, at least for the most part, I cover everything Ed does, and this is like his only actual back and forth with Pip, which is a really big surprise. Because if this was a Pip stream, which would probably be about the same size, maybe a little longer or a little shorter, but like, yeah, it would also be that many jokes, though. Pip is nothing but comedy still. Yeah. I love that we get a little bit of Pip coming in and just roasting Dolorous Edd.
I mean, Pip, sure, but it's also like them playing off of each other. Like they're all in the same coalition. They're John's friends, all of them.
Yeah, I didn't use the art of all of them together just because I didn't have a call for it. But I also, it's coming up in a few slides, but I found a piece of art that must have just surfaced that is really good, and I'm going to show it when it comes up. But like, I'm like really proud of it. Anyways, it's not even mine. So Pip comes and he's most goats do. As him and Gren came around a corner, Pip, spelt wrong. I only have 3 letters and I still fucked it up. Accuses Gren of being afraid of mice. Here it is. Gren says that he is not, and that he could eat more mice than Pip, which is a weird reaction, by the way. You're afraid of them. I could eat a bunch of them. What?
Yeah, those two be like, that's just Pip and Gren shenanigans.
Yeah, Pip and Gren, that's definitely the more comedy like duo. Like they're around a lot more. But yeah, he could eat more than Pip, and then Ed goes, "I'd eat more mice than you would." Dolorous Edd Tollett. No. Gren says, "I'd eat more mice than you would," and then Dolorous Edd Tollett sighed and said, "When I was a lad, we only ate mice on special feast days. I was the youngest, so I always got the tail. There's no meat on the tail." So is that in top 3?
That is definitely in the top 3.
There you go. Yeah, those are my top 3 too. Yeah. Prunes, rat tails, and what was the other one?
It's the one about
it was early. Man,
I think it's about
it's the dead brother. The dead brother
in the wine.
Yeah, those are the 3 best. Yep. So yeah, all downhill from here, guys. Dollar,
not that downhill.
No, there's still some zingers left. They mentioned how much John has changed, acting different and barely spending any time with his friends, although he never misses a day practicing with his sword work. When meeting with John, he breaks the news that he is sending Sam to the Citadel so he can train to become a maester to replace Aemon. Sam will travel by sea from Eastwatch along with Gilly, the baby, one of them, and Maester Aemon. The next morning, John has Ed wake up at the hour of the wolf, and as the party prepares to set off for Eastwatch, where they will go join Darien, Dolorous Edd took the babe as Gilly climbed into the wain and covered her legs with some musty pelts. Ed then handed the infant back up to Gilly and put where she put him at her breast. Sam says farewell to Clytus and Dolorous Edd and Jon Snow. "And to you, Sam," said Dolorous Edd. "Your boat's not like to sink, I don't think. Boats only sink when I'm aboard." So,
well, if that's not a blessing that lets him survive the journey, I don't know what is.
Yeah, no, I do think that that's like like Sam probably would have sank if Dolorous Edd was with. I think that's what it means.
I mean, he is Eeyore, so yeah.
Yeah, Pip from the top rope. By God, he had a family. Sorry. It's by wrestling references. All right. So yeah, burning of a manse. So I know that this is a picture of Melisandre clearly on Dragonstone because there's a beach, but this is also the best picture of Melisandre burning somebody. So I like using it. I used it anyway, so screw off. I just want to call myself out before you guys go, that's not at the wall. Yeah, I know. There's clearly a beach. All right, at Castle Black, Melisandre is preparing to burn Mance Rayder in a cage made from wood from the haunted forest. Despite Jon's pleas to King Stannis to spare him, Melisandre burns the horde of Jormund as well, so that the wall can never fall. As the cage burns, Jon orders his bowmen to shoot Mance with arrows, and a fitting end to a man of the Night's Watch. Melisandre proclaims that the assembled wildlings that Stannis is their new true king, Azor Ahai reborn. Stannis draws a lightbringer, which is blindingly bright, and promises who all serve him land and justice. The gates of the wall are opened, and most of the captive wildlings enter to kneel before Stannis. Dolorous Edd pushed open the gate as Melisandre beckons in the free folk. So I said all that because Dolorous Edd opened the gate. That's it. Smoke and drifting ash still lingered in the air about the pit as Jon trotted back to the gate. There he dismounted to walk his Tyrion Lannister. Is that how I say that word? All right.
No, it's
is that it?
I realized you were making a joke too late. I had an Austrian moment right there. I'm sorry.
You went to correct me when I even said Lannister.
I'm ethnically German. I'm deficient in humor. Leave me alone.
Damn, man. Oh my god. No, it's not. It doesn't say Tyrion Lannister. Oh. Dude, I wasn't even trying to get that hook in your mouth, and you just ran and bit it as hard as you could.
I'm German, dude, or not ethnically at least. So give me a break.
Oh my god, no, it's good. It's good. Though the ice, through the ice on the south side, Dolorous Edd went before him with the torch. It's a relief to see that horn burn, my lord. Edd said. Just last night, I dreamt I was pissing off the wall when someone decided to give the horn a toot. Not that I'm complaining. It was better than my old dream, where Harma Dog's head was feeding me to her pigs. Jon reminds him that Harma is dead, and Edd counters, but not the pigs. They look at me the way Slayer used to look at Ham. Not to say that the wildlings mean to harm us. We hacked their gods apart and made them burn them to pieces, but we gave them onion soup. What's a god compared to a nice bowl of onion soup? I could do it with one myself. Yeah, that's a vintage Edd there. I don't know. I wouldn't say top 3, but that's a pretty good.
No, that is vintage though. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
By the way, regarding Harma and her pigs, that's actually followed up on later because when
really.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's Jon 5. It's like when Jon goes to Molestown. Yeah, he goes there and he's looking around and he sees Harma Dog's brother Halleck. Yep. And then it's like he remarks that he doesn't see the pigs though anymore.
Yeah,
so that's a follow up too.
I literally didn't connect that, even though I did a little bit of that chapter for this, but I just made my April Fool's video is a character from that chapter with only one line. So I just read that one.
Is it Butts?
It's
I
Butts.
think it's
yeah.
Butts.
It's Butts. I did a video for the character.
I just reread the chapter like 2
Michael,
weeks
are you
ago,
asleep?
so...
No.
Your eyes were closed, man. It looked like you're.
No, I was reading something.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, the angle made it look like you were like asleep at the wheel.
Gotcha.
Type of deal.
No, I'm good.
I know we're being boring, but come on, man.
When are we not?
We're not boring.
You said
if I was asleep, I'd be like
this. Man, I'm so fat. Yeah, you are. I'm not fat. Like, wait, fuck.
Also, I said we, not you. Come on.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, I don't think we're always boring, but if we're making Michael fall asleep,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't got anything.
Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, the pigs. We were talking about the pigs.
Yeah, we're talking about the pigs. I was gonna play a clip, but I can't find anything really good right now. All right, so I'm gonna move on. Sorry. Nothing. Wait, nope, not that one. Are we here? Nope. We're here. Here we are. Yeah, we didn't finish this because we're talking about onion soup. John tells him that he'll take supper with the men, boil the beef and beets. Dolorous Edd always seemed to know what was cooking. That's a funny line just right there. Of just John's like, how does he always know?
He's hanging out with Hob in the kitchen as much as you shit talks him. They're friends. Come on.
He's the squire to the fucking Lord Commander. You should always know what he's gonna have for dinner. Like, it's
of course.
Like, I know, but I love that John's like, damn, how does he always know?
Yeah, well, John is young and
not as good a squire as Ed.
Not wise in the ways of the world. He knows nothing, reputedly.
No, yeah, I've heard. Yeah. Hob says he's out of horseradish, though. What good is boiled beef without horseradish? Yeah.
True. Absolutely. True. Absolutely.
It's like
boiled beef goes with the horseradish. It's just it is how it is. That's how it's just.
We did it. We were at this like hotel with like it was like their prime rib night, so prime rib was really cheap, and everyone at the table ordered it as pink as they still had available. So like we all ordered it, rare or medium rare, but you could tell that it was cooked early on in the day and it was just cold. And I was like, they were like, we're heating up a jus, none of it's ready. So we're waiting, but we all had cold. We were like forcing cold prime rib down. And then finally, like steaming bowls of au jus came and we're able to dip to heat the meat back up. But like, man, I ate half that prime rib like, oh no, the cold beef. Come on. Help me out here. But
here's the thing. Like regarding like beef with horseradish, this is like one of the most quintessential Austrian dishes. Genuinely, we have like we call it Tafelspitz, and it means top of the table, but that's not why we call it that. It's literally just a cut of boiled beef with horseradish and applesauce.
Hell yeah!
So
that sounds good.
It's really good.
Yeah, no, that sounds really good. I also am a big sucker for like a ciabatta bun, but you can really be any bun, but tougher the better. And then like you don't need a good cut of steak. Like specifically get a shitty cut of steak, right? Because if you want a good cut of steak, you're probably going to eat that just like the steak. But a sirloin or something, even like a flank, whatever. But cut it very thin. Cook it first and then cut it thin, right? And then white cheddar and horseradish and onions.
Wow. Yeah.
And
that sounds incredible.
That is definitely like I'm the only one having lunch. I'm going to go to the grocery store and buy lunch just for myself. And I'll buy white cheddar, horseradish, beef, like one piece of ciabatta bread, and then onions. And I will like sit like, like I worked an hour on this sandwich. Fucking worth it. That's always good to do. If you make yourself lunch and it takes more than 30 minutes and it's just you, like you slaved over just like 5 really good bites, there's like a satisfaction there. Oh man.
Also, Louis wrote in the chat, this sounds a lot more appetizing than the long pig conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really blame us because that slide was literally about somebody getting hungry, smelling dead.
Yeah,
people. Like it's hard for
George
us
brought
not
it
to
up.
talk. Yeah, George did the cannibalism there. It's not our fault.
Yeah,
not hungry anymore. Oh, that one made you not hungry? You got
hungry? It's about the horseradish and applesauce. Jennifer was talking about that. I think it's a combo that she doesn't get. This might be too Europe pill here.
I don't know, man. I don't think a lot of people like horseradish. I definitely didn't until your palate gets more refined when you're older. you know, there's no way I could have ate horseradish when I was like a preteen. Like, I don't think I could have messed with it. Like, it wasn't until I was in my 20s I was like, yeah, dude, cover that beef sandwich in horseradish. Like, yeah.
No, I loved it from the start. I got introduced to it very early, so I was already like, yeah, you like this.
My daughter's palate is so bland. Like, she can't do any flavor. Like, it's
especially hard at the very beginning. It's just you gotta introduce them to get them used to it, and then you can have it even when they're kids.
Yeah, that's probably
in my experience as a dad.
She won't even do ketchup. Like, she won't do condiments. She doesn't like them. She doesn't like. She's very, very.
You gotta get over, like, you're past the terrible twos. I'm assuming
she's almost 6. Yeah, 5. Yeah. She'll be 6 in a month.
Here's when you start introducing it, because
but she's so stubborn now because she has made the decision. She hates it, so she won't try anything. But yeah, we are working on the. We have a backup food, but we will force it for like no try, do one bite. And then if you don't want to do it, then we'll bring up the backup food, but like at least attempt it. And we've gotten her to like do a little bit more, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess for me, it's like not fair because my partner is Chinese. So there was never a question about spices and condiments in the thing.
Sauerkraut.
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 Not the Austrian and me getting like completely neuron activated here.
Long pig with horseradish and sauerkraut. All right. I'm so sorry. All right. We still have 6 slides, so I'm gonna get going. Ed, fetch me a block. This is gonna be a good slide. By the time the little column had dwindled in the distance, the eastern sky had gone from black to gray, and the snow was falling heavily. Giant will be waiting on the Lord Commander's pleasure. Dolorous Edd reminded him. Janos Slint as well. He meets with Giant and gives him the command of Ice Mark. Half of the morning passes before Lord Janos reports as commanded, escorted by Kegs and Dolorous Edd. Who's Kegs? Is he friends with Janos?
No, actually. Kegs is a guy who was fighting with everyone else at the Battle of the... He's on the wall with Owen.
Oh, yep, you're right. Hip. Yep, you're right. I just got to it. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, I didn't know who Kegs was. I just
No, Kegs is a John loyalist. He's a good guy.
Yep.
You can trust
Well,
Kegs.
Why does that make him a good guy? How do you know being a John loyalist is a good guy? I'm more of a Bow and Marsh guy.
Fucking nerd.
I thought we said no politics.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm talking about who you voted for.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. No,
You're not supposed to tell everyone who you voted for in the election for Lord Commander. I'm the
one guy who voted for Dolorous Edd.
Yeah.
No, here's my
question.
I
voted for Three Finger Hop to get him out of the kitchens.
Who voted for Ed? Pip?
It was them. I do think it was Pip to start it off.
Yeah.
And then it snowballed because we're like, hey, wait, we all like Dolorous Edd. Like, yeah, we didn't think of it naturally, but like, yeah, no, we all like him. Nobody has an issue with him.
Yeah, no, everybody likes him.
Having a goofball in charge wouldn't be that bad.
Also, it'd be really funny.
Yeah.
We had the VP of our union. This was before I was part of the union. It was before I worked there, but I heard about it that they used to have a guy who they just thought it would be a goof. Like, oh, let's bring in this dude. Like, we'll make him the VP. And then it was like a negotiations year, and they lost a bunch of stuff. And they're like, "Oops, we probably should have made that guy VP." Like, no, we didn't. It's a
collective bargaining agreement suddenly.
Yeah, oops.
Yeah.
I wasn't around for that, but I find that really funny. Like, I don't know.
Why can't we do this anymore? Oh, well, because we put that goofball in charge 3 years ago.
Yeah, we thought it would be funny 3 years ago, and then the contract came up. Oh man. So yeah, where were we?
Kegs and Dolorous Edd.
Escorted by Kegs and Dolorous Edd. John tells him that he is giving him the command of Grey Guard, but Slint curses him and storms out. The next morning, John found Slint breaking his fast in the common room with Alistair Slint. I always want to add a T. I always say Alistair, but it's Alistair. It's like one I can't not do.
It makes sense. Alistair is a real life name.
Yeah.
There's several ways to spell it, and technically you can have variants, but like that's a real name. So
my 3 hardest words for me, I do Alistair instead of Alistair. I do Mount Caelan instead of Moat, even though I know it's Moat, but my brain always says Mount Caelan instead of Moat. And then I always add an R to Cohor and say Corhor. And everyone calls me out on that one, but like all those, like I can't not, like they're in my head. I don't know why, but my mouth, it's just hard for me to say them.
Yeah, no, that happens. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, anytime when I did my video for Cohor, I like literally I was going like Cohor before I did, because I'm like, don't fuck up this whole video. All right. So yeah, they were laughing about something when Jon Snow came down the steps with Iron Emmett and Dolorous Edd. Behind them were Mully, Horse, Red Jack Crab, Rusty Flowers. That sounds dirty, so dirty.
It sounds like a porn star name.
Yeah, it's a really gross. Like, I'm not even gonna make the joke. And Owen the Oaf, unfortunate nickname, Owen the Oaf. John gives Slint one last chance to drop his spoon to report to the stables to depart Greyguard for Greyguard. After Slint refuses him again, he mocks him in front of the men and Stannis' men. John instructs Iron Emmett and Edd to take Slint to the wall and hang him. Janos Slint's face goes white as milk as Edd and Emmett cross the room. Alistair Thorne took his hand from his sword. He almost stepped it away and stepped aside as Ed Tollett passed. Dolorous Edd took hold of Janos Slint by one arm, Iron Emmett by the other. Together they hauled him from the bench as Slint was being dragged out. John changes his mind and orders for a block to be brought so he can behead Slint himself with Longclaw. Yeah, he even says, Ed, fetch me a block. I didn't have that there, but I did make it the title to remind me that it is Ed who fetches him the block. Emmett kicked his legs out from under him, and Dolorous Edd planted a foot on his back to keep him on his knees as Emmett shoved the block underneath his head. Slint desperately begs John for mercy. John refuses and carries out the execution. So this is the most badass Dolorous Edd is the entire time, right? Like, he is straight up an enforcer. Like, he drags him out and he even kicks him out. Like, Dolorous Edd is like acting like a mob goon in this.
And the thing is, like, this just shows that he's got the jokes, but he is not in.
Oh yeah, no, I do say septum instead of septon. Yeah. Yep, that is an Elder Scrolls thing.
Wait till you get me talking about how much I hate Hjalti Earlybeard. That poser.
What? Who?
Hjalti Earlybeard, you know, guy who became Tiber.
His name's Earlybeard?
Yeah, his originally he was called Hjalti Earlybeard, man.
That's so funny. I'm not a big Tiber Septim guy, so
yeah, no, glory to Remen.
Who's the is it Tiber Septim? Who's the main god that they want to kick out in Skyrim?
Yeah, that he becomes Talos. So
yeah, Talos. So I did my longest build where I went to level 80 and fought the Ebony Knight and killed the Ancient Dragon, got the rest of because I have to get the rest of every single achievement in Skyrim. My roleplay build, because I made one from Fudge Muppet, YouTubers. So I was doing Fudge Muppet builds. So I made the Cryomancer build. But yeah, and I did it forever too. But because I went to level 80, he's the character I played the most. But the roleplay is he was stuck in ice for 1,000 years. Talos is within that 1,000 years. So even though I was a Nord from 1,000 years ago, I wasn't for the 9. Whenever somebody's like Talos, I'm like, I don't know who that fucking is. So I didn't do any like pro Talos stuff because I don't know who the hell Talos is. So
yeah,
it was
no,
like a funny, weird take, but
yeah, because the Elder Scrolls have like a weird situation where they're like some of their eras last way longer than any others. Like first era is like 2,000 something years.
Yeah.
Second one is like 800, and the third one is like 433. And so it's like there's not a lot of like the eras are not same length, but hey, at least they don't have the stupid timelines like the Song of Ice and Fire. Like the Septims only last 400 years, and even then they last through cadets and all that stuff.
I do love so much. Like almost all of the Song of Ice and Fire timeline is like, oh, and this happened 5,000 years ago. But if you ask this guy, it's 2,000. And if you ask this guy, it's 1,000. Like, fuck you, what did happen? Yeah. Bout and March for a 999th Lord Commander.
No, that should obviously be Dolorous Edd.
Yeah, I think it will be Dolorous Edd. I think that's a thing. Maybe George gave him that, but there's got to be a reason. Is it just because they like that actor so much because he was really good? Like, is there a reason why Dolorous Edd got so much play in the show?
There was only like 3
Pip
friends.
And Gren killed.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think Pip and Gren die myself.
Did Pip died? They killed Gren, but did they kill Pip too?
Yeah, he got
both
shot.
of them died.
Oh. So he was
got
just
shot.
the last. Okay, so he was just the last character who was alive. All right. Running low.
We don't have
on
anyone else here
food.
with a name. Ed, you're up.
Ed, you're up. You're the guy now. Yeah, so running low on food. John wishes to inspect the stores of food under the wall. Careful of the rats, my lord. Dolorous Edd led John down the steps, a lantern in one hand. They make an awful squeal when you step on them. My mother used to make a similar sound when I was a boy. She must have had some rat in her. Now that I think of it, brown hair, beady eyes, liked cheese. Might be she had a tail too. I never looked to see. That's a pretty good one. That's some good vintage there.
It is understated. It's not one of his thoughts, but it's definitely a good one. You cannot deny it.
Yeah. John is informed by Bow and Marsh and some other stewards that there is not enough food to feed the Night's Watch. I tried to move through the scene a little quicker just because a lot of it isn't Ed, but then Ed, it was really hard to know when I need, what I need to bring up and when I don't. But by the way, this art is so good. I've never seen it before. And it's like, today was the first time I saw it. And like, from this picture, now if you go to Iron Emmett, like his wiki, it's the Iron Emmett in this picture, the Bow and March in this picture are like the new ones in the wiki. And like, yeah, where the hell? Because I've covered half the characters in this picture, and I didn't know this art existed. It's really good.
Probably new.
Yeah, I could have used it for Satin. I could have used it for my other video on Satin, and for Iron Emmett. So where was I? John is informed. We already did that. That there's not enough food enough to feed the Night's Watch, the wildlings, and Stannis' men through the winter. Bow and March explains, we'll be down to turnips and peas porridge before the year is out. After that, we'll be drinking blood from our own horses. Yum, declared Dolorous Edd. Nothing beats a hot cup of horse blood on a cold night. I like mine pinched with a cinnamon sprinkled on top. Bow and Marsh ignored him. Bowen goes on to warn John about sickness and how without a maester, things are going to even get worse. John says that they should cut each man's portions in half. Dolorous Edd said, now I understand why King Stannis let the wildlings through the wall. He means for us to eat them. John, a lot of cannibalism. All right. John smiles and says, it won't come to that. Oh, good, said Ed. They look a stringy lot. My teeth are not as sharp as as sharp as when I was younger. They spoke some more. Yeah, I'm just doing that until John said that they have to find a way to feed everyone.
Yeah.
So Ed brings up his teeth like 3 or 4 times. Ed has shitty teeth because he does bring them up. Like, my teeth aren't like my brother's.
I mean, Ed is not the same age as John. He is like the older coworker.
Yeah,
he's the older coworker at the subway that you're working at while you're in high school to gather money for college. That's what John, Sav, and Gren are doing. Meanwhile, Dolorous Edd is just the older employee who's like chill and lets you smoke with him in the fucking back.
Do they got Subway in Austria?
Behind the store. We do have Subway in Austria.
Do people work there as teenagers like this? Are you guys like us?
Not really. We don't do that, but I'm aware of the culture.
Teenagers don't work?
No. I mean, I worked on my grandpa's farm, but that was because this was my grandpa's farm.
Yeah, but we have to do that and go get jobs.
I didn't have a job per se. Like I did a bit of stuff, but like it was more like I tutored a couple of kids.
We are over 3 hours, so I get to play this one now.
3 hours. 3 hours.
3 hours.
Wire, of course.
Well, it's either that or Pee-wee.
We've been here for over 3 hours, and I'm not sure if any of us can see what all this is supposed to mean.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No, it's fair.
Dude, Michael's like dead, man. Like, you're just hanging out. Like, I feel like I killed you, dude.
No, I'm just reading some stuff. Oh, good. I am listening. And if I have something to add, I'll jump in. But
no, it's all good. I just, at this point, I feel like you're here because...
I'm gonna very quickly need to switch device. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I just need to switch a device, so just bear with me for a second. I'll leave for a bit and rejoin immediately.
Yeah.
So,
if you pop in, I'll let you in.
In a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were we? Now it's just us. John wakes at his desk, took a stringy lot. Yeah. They look a stringy lot. So yeah, I was talking about how Dolorous Edd has brought up multiple times that he has bad teeth. So yeah, that's probably why you were drifting off. That's not very exciting.
Yeah. No.
So, dude, he does bring up like Ed brings up cannibalism a lot, dude.
There's an interesting nerd club theory that basically when shit gets real bad in the winter, Ed is going to be like they're going to resort to cannibalism, and Ed's going to be involved because he talks about it constantly.
Are you back now, Tormund?
Yeah, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. It saved the photo from last time when I joined on my phone when I showed you my youngest kitty. Okay.
That's so random. That's so random. Yeah. So we were just talking about how he likes to bring up cannibalism. Do you think that Ed is the type of guy who resorts to cannibalism before we're out of food?
Yep.
Like, there's always that one guy in the zombie apocalypse where it's like, yeah, we've been eating people. It's like, what about your guys' food stores? You run out? No, I mean, they're there.
No, we have food. We just decided we want to keep some of the good stuff for later. So
you don't want to eat your sides like on their own. Like if you're out of meat, you're out of meat. You know, like, you gotta go get meat.
Yeah,
you're not just gonna eat carrots.
Yeah, I mean, I eat carrots as a snack, but yeah.
Yeah, as a snack, not as a meal. All right. John awoke at his desk. Last night's supper had congealed besides his elbow. Been there, scarcely touched. Dolorous Edd had filled the trencher almost to overflowing to allow Three Finger Hobbs' infamous 3-meat stew to soften in the stale bread. This is when I skipped over the 3-meat joke. I didn't have the room, but yeah.
Yeah, you said that.
Yep. Almost against Bowen Marsh's wishes, John accompanies a line of wagons under armed escort to deliver food to wildlings who had taken refuge in the underground of Molestown. Ed readied John's horses for the trip. Dolorous Edd had heard the entire exchange. Yeah, because the exchange I'm talking about is Bowen and John arguing. So as Bowen Marsh trotted off, he nodded towards his back and said, "Pomegranates." All those scenes, a man could choke to death. I'd sooner have a turnip. Never knew a turnip to do a man any harm. So
beautiful. I do like that pomegranate joke.
No, it's good, but I do gotta know, is there anyone who thinks that Dolorous Edd is pathetic? Like, I can't find any of his jokes that have came true, but he does like seem like a patch face-esque character. Are there any of his jokes that like you think are tied?
I don't think he is prophetic in a sort of a like in-universe thing. Yeah. But I do think that in a meta-narrative thing, he is kind of the guy who makes a joke and jokes on you. It will come true in some sort of ironic twist.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like we talked about last night, where it's George going, this will really mess with them once they realize, like, it's that kind. It's not the, like, he's actually seeing the future kind
like
of.
In universe, he's not prophetic at all. He is just unlucky, and he's saying shit, and because he's saying it now, it's gonna happen. Because
it's hard for me to say pathetic. It sounds like pathetic. I know, guys. I can't read and I can't talk. Why did I choose this hobby? I don't know. Like, I'm blind and I fought a speech impediment my whole life. I don't know why I picked this hobby. I don't know. Whatever, man. It is what it is. Hey,
you're pushing through it. Inspirational.
I'm trying. I can't. You are the weird ones for watching.
Yeah. What the fuck are you guys doing here?
Yeah. No, when I get an angry comment from somebody and they're just like ripping into me, and then I like click their profile and it's like 14 comments on these on your channel, and I'm like, why is it still like me? Get out of here! Like,
professional hater. Yeah, no, those people exist.
Like, stop hate watching, man. Dude, you're sick, man. Go get help.
Like, when I was moderating a bit for Glidus, we used to encounter these people, and it was just like, God damn, yeah, Louis, yeah, you're hanging out here.
No, you're good, Louis. I know you weren't complaining. I'm not getting mad. This isn't me venting about you. That's not what was.
No, but there's genuinely just people on the internet who just love to hate watch and then complain. It's like it's the one area where they're allowed to they allow themselves to hate something and they just let it out they let out the mean-spiritedness in them.
Because of the way I chose to, and I'm not even making a joke, because of the way I chose to pronounce Gyrion or Gyrion Lannister. Gyrion, I don't know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Not a real name. Who fucking cares?
Tywin's youngest brother, whatever.
Yeah. So I made a theory video on him and a video on him, and then this guy's like, "If you can't pronounce this name, why would I believe anything? Like, why would I trust anything you said?" And I was just like, "Well, because
do we even know
the name
how it's
doesn't
supposed
matter."
to be pronounced?
Well, yeah. And and he even said George has said it, and in my mind I was like, I don't fucking believe that's true, but whatever. Has George ever said that?
Like when, where, how?
But anyways, I've made over like close to 300 videos on A Song of Ice and Fire. I've been doing it for 4 years. I have videos on a bunch of characters, a bunch of locations, characters from the show and the books, and now these live streams and so on and so forth. And it's like, I don't know anything about the lore, not because of that, but because I pronounced the name wrong. And then the guy right after is like, yeah, all you got going for you is like you're autistic and have advanced ADHD. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is that get brought into this? like what? Dude, you're just special. And I was like, wait, so now because I have learning disability, like learning not disabilities, but like whatever.
A speech impediment.
Yeah, and clearly I'm autistic. Like, I'm not autistic, like it's not super far on the spectrum, but I definitely got some spike.
Your mom had a few Tylenol at least.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, only because it was literally everyone did, because that's what doctors told pregnant people to take. So it's like, everyone with autism, their parents took Tylenol. Yeah, but everyone without autism, their parents took Tylenol too. But anyways, but yeah, so I just ended up like just blocking this guy. Well, I deleted everything, but it was like, yeah, he just went off, and it was like for Girian Girian? That was that's what set you off, man.
Yeah, that's that's the straw that broke the camel's back. Sorry, I forgot this. I blanked and I was trying like, wait, why am I thinking in German now? Holy shit! Wait, reset.
That's like I don't speak multiple languages, but I feel like that would happen a lot. Where you're like,
I speak 5 languages. It happens so often, and because I
Europe?
grew up in a multi-ethnic family, I have like several languages that because any language you learn before the age of 3 is considered your mother language because they're like the connections are wired differently in your brain. And I have 3 of those.
Damn.
All right, I got 2 questions. First, I thought Michael was going to say, I don't even speak another language, and sometimes I think in German. I thought you were going to say that, which is funny. But also, is 5 languages normal when you live in Europe? High or low?
3 is normal. 1 mother tongue, English, and maybe another like French.
Mother tongue as in like where you're at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're like an immigrant, then 3 or 4, but like 5 is excessive, and that's because
is Austrian a language or is it German?
We just speak German with a funky accent.
It's like Southern accent German.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Y'all. You say y'all?
I mean, they call us Hicks, so
that's great, man. I love that. What's the line from Archer?
No, like, do you know like the thing about Arnold Schwarzenegger about he was not allowed to dub himself in the Terminator movies in German because his accent would be considered Hickish.
That's so funny.
So it wouldn't sound tough in German. Like it wouldn't sound like
he sounds like a farmer from southeastern Austria, which is where he's from.
Get down there, Sarah Connor, man. What?
The thing is, he has a funny voice in English too. Like people, it's a meme of a voice in English anyway.
It is, but it is considered. It's not like it. You guys don't have the stereotype about that specific type of accent that it's like a. Keep in mind that's like make it a cross of like South in Appalachia, and that's what Styria, the area where he's from, is essentially.
There is this isn't about Austria. This is about Germany, but but
but Germany and Austria is like
the line I was gonna say is it's at like Archer season 2, but this like whatever this Duchess is like super hitting on Archer, but she's like under 18, and he's like, no, I can't do anything, and her name's Ivanka, and she's like, yeah, but the age of consent in Germany is 14, and he's like, geez, what is it, the Alabama of Europe? And she's like, in many ways, yes.
Kind of, yeah.
In many ways.
I mean, age of consent 14 is not exactly. Yes,
well, that's an Archer joke. I didn't think it was.
Yeah.
I didn't assume that was true.
You can give consent from age 14, but I think Germany has it the same way as Austria, where it's only like a 2-year. Like, if you're 16, you're allowed to date a 14-year-old, but if you're 18, you're not allowed.
This is so good. How many languages is normal for American? Half.
One. Yeah. Half.
Well, maybe
everyone has to learn our language if they want to.
It's starting to become 2 because of Spanish, because it's a growing Hispanic population. I understood, but again,
be careful.
I don't care.
I'm just joking. Dude, don't start talking about the Super Bowl. You're gonna piss everyone off again.
Whatever. I'm sorry, their own halftime show was dog shit. Pardon the language.
I know. This is a really. I'm gonna go against my own wants to talk and stick with the weird no politics, but I have like 30 jokes. Are we at Tree Ed? Yeah, we're at Tree Ed. Lord Steward, as in Bowen Marsh. John led the way. John rode a few yards back. Dolorous Edd Tollett at his side. Sorry, I have a burp. All right. Half a mile south of Castle Black, Ed urged his Geary and Lannister close to John's and said, "My lord, look up there, a big drunkard on the hill." The drunkard was an ash tree twisted sideways by centuries of wind. Go home, tree, you're drunk. And now it had a fierce, or it had a face, a solemn mouth, a broken branch for a nose, and 2 eyes carved deep into the trunk. Gazing north up at the King's Road towards the castle and the wall. John says that it looks a bit like Ed. Aye, my lord. I don't have leaves growing up my nose, but elsewise, Lady Melisandre won't be happy. John agrees because, they all left their religion, but of course they didn't. John agrees to see that, agrees and then tells Ed to see that no one tells her. But Ed reminds him that these are a lot of typos. Reminds him that she sees things in her fires. John says smoke and cinders, but Ed claims and people burning, me most like, with leaves up my nose. I've always feared I'd burn, but I was hoping to die first. I'd say top 5. I like the leaves up my nose joke. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Anytime he sets himself up is when I'm like, all right, man, you literally, why are you saying leaves up your nose? And then John says something and then he pays off. Like, yeah. I love that I talk about this as if he's a person and not George.
But the character Dolorous Edd, he's he is such a good moment of levity at the wall. You can also tell that John appreciates him very much for his.
Like everybody does. Like everybody
loves Dolorous Edd.
Yeah, no, he's
our
great.
favorite Eeyore.
Yeah, I love
Does
him.
this possibly foreshadow Mel burning him at some point?
Possibly.
He might have spoken it into existence and jinxed himself.
Yeah.
So is there any other hints that Ed would lift the storm? Do we have any things for Ed that we would any other hints of what he would be sacrificed for?
When the world gets real bad and they're all snowed in and everything's terrible, and he makes some joke about how way back in the day there was a king who was related to my great-great-great-grandfather, and Mel's like, good enough. Burn him.
Yeah. Why are you always talking about king's blood? My grandpa was a king. And Mel's like,
Before we bent the knee to the fucking errands, we were kings of whatever hovel.
Somewhere in Andalos. Right? Yeah, they were. No, wait. Yeah, they were Andals. Yeah.
Yeah, they're an Andal house.
I said it in the first one. 3 hours ago, not that first one. This one, yeah, they're an Andal side. Yeah, come on, guys.
Yeah, Torgal the Grim, who was ironically named because he went into battle laughing like a maniac.
Oh man, that's awesome. Ed has king's blood. Yeah, he does. There's a couple of queens that we don't know because there are some. Is there at least one king we don't know who the wife is of? No, we know the wives.
Of the kings of the Vale?
No. I meant
current.
I meant Targaryen kings, but we do
know.
Oh no,
we know all of them. Unless there's an addition of someone remarried, which is actually not that common in A Song of Ice and Fire.
No, and there's a lot of at least 2 because Maekar's wife dies early, and I'm pretty sure Baelor Breakspear's wife dies.
We are not told that.
I'm pretty sure we are.
Or at least I don't remember it. What I remember is that his son's wife then goes on to remarry Darren the Drunkard, Kira of Tyrosh.
Yeah, no, I just thought that Maekar's wife was dead before.
Maekar is yes, that is.
Yeah,
correct.
I said Maekar, and I thought Maekar and Baelor, but you're saying we don't know about Baelor.
I'm saying we don't know about Baelor Breakspear now.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I don't think his wife is ever mentioned outside of the
fact that she is a Marcher Lord wife for a reason. That's the only thing that's important. She's a Dondarrion because they just brought the Dorn into the kingdom, and they want.
We need to appease the Marchers, which is also why we don't really hear anything about the marches of the Stormlands being that Blackfiery. In fact, the Ironwoods joined the Blackfires instead, which is funny.
Oh yeah, they did
3 times as well.
Yeah. That's so funny. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Yeah, leaves up my nose. John sends Alistair Thorne. Yeah, now we're jumping over the whole Molestown plot. Stay tuned because April 1st I will cover that entire chapter for one line. All right. John sends Alistair Thorne out with Dywyn and one other man to range beyond the wall. John watches the riders go from atop the wall. 3 parties, each of 3 men, each carrying a pair of ravens. When the last of the riders had disappeared into the trees, Jon Snow rode the winch cave down with Dolorous Edd. Sorry, I'm getting very burpy all of a sudden. Dolorous Edd confessed, I had a frightening dream last night, my lord. You were my steward, fetching my food and cleaning up my leavings. I was Lord Commander, with never a moment's peace. Jon says that Edd's nightmare is his life. Later, after a spar with Rattleshirt, fake Rattleshirt, Edd has to help Jon get up off his feet. Okay, so this is absolutely a callback, and I didn't realize until I was reading it, because he walks up and goes, because Edd is the person who endorsed Jon, and he's like, better you than me. And then like a month later, he's like, man, I had a dream it was me. Fuck that. like he brings it back up, man.
Yeah.
That's so funny. He just, oh man, I love Edd. So yeah, he set that up a month ago.
Yeah. Man committed to every bit he made. Yeah.
Committed, man.
Commit. Like
All
nobody
bad.
can ever say he's not committed.
Yeah, dude. Call back to his last Netflix special. Not even this one, dude. That's commitment, dude. All right. A trip beyond the wall. A respite from the falling snow motivates Jon to range beyond the wall, leading the new recruits of the Night's Watch who follow the old gods to the same grove of weirwoods in the haunted forest where he and Sam swore their vows. On the wall, he tells Edd to have Emmett assemble the recruits and an escort. Edd asks who will command it, and Jon says himself. This is also one of the best ones. Edd's mouth turned even more than usual. Some might... Oh, wait. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah. Some might think it's better if the Lord Commander stayed safe and warm south of the wall. Not that I'd say such myself, but some might. Sorry, it's like very soon. Jon says that they shouldn't say so in his presence. A sudden gust of wind sets Edd's cloak to flapping noisily. Best go down, my lord. This wind's like to push us off the wall, and I never did learn the knack of flying. They take the winch down, and at the base of the wall, he found ghosts rolling in a snowbank. The big white dire wolf seemed to love fresh snow. When he saw Jon, he bounded back to his feet and shook himself off. Dolorous Edd said, is he going with? And Jon says, he is. Edd says, a clever wolf, him and me? Jon answers, you're not. And Edd says, a clever lord, you. Ghost is a much better choice. I don't have the teeth for biting wildlings anymore. Yeah, love that fucking joke.
No, this is such a great joke. I couldn't contain myself. And also, can I just mention
another two?
Just before he does the jokes, he is genuinely like trying to say it as a friend, like, you know, maybe you shouldn't go beyond the wall. You're Lord Commander now. You should stay safe. You're my friend.
He does his best to give counsel there. Yeah. He's like, hey, I don't want to piss you off because you're fucking kind of got an anger issue, but can you not go north of the wall? And he's like, no. No, Jon goes rage mode, dude. Like,
oh no, like man, man has anger issues. Like, it is known.
Yeah, no, it is known, and I feel like Edd knows. Yeah, I know, dude. Typos. Like,
I mean, he saw him
instead of Lynch. Oh, that's so good.
I didn't want to interrupt you as you were reading, but that's one of my favorite ones you've done.
Damn.
They took the wench down.
That's a good one, and I even read it.
Damn.
Yeah, more eating wildlings, more teeth He again brought up that his teeth are too dull. My teeth aren't made for biting wildlings. More cannibalism, more teeth references. I'm starting to think that Ed's a cannibal.
I don't think he is.
Maybe that's
I
why
don't
he
think
got sent to the wall.
I think
He's lying about it.
Yeah, he's a cannibal.
Maybe. I also
mean,
think he maybe just fantasizes a bit about it.
Would you consider drinking human blood a cannibalistic? Is that cannibalism or is that
your
cannibal
own?
adjacent?
No.
Well, he did drink his brother's.
At least, yeah.
His brother drowned in wine.
Yeah.
He might have been bleeding.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I guess he could have drunk his blood.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You're fired. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the clever lord. Like that's got to be one of my favorites there. Like that's so good. Clever wolf. Will you? No. Who are you bringing me? No. Clever lord. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Ed,
gotta love Ed.
Ed's a goofball, but he is not stupid. Like Ed, I would put him like, I think he would be capable if he took anything more serious. He has the means to be a schemer and probably even like really good at counsel, like, but he just doesn't really care. Like he's rather like to just goof around, but I don't think he's dumb.
No, he's not. Clearly not dumb.
No.
Clearly, he's not dumb, and he is senior enough to be proposed to be like a candidate. Like he is someone with some clout among the men. Sure, he's not a high officer, but he is still someone with clout.
Maybe.
I was gonna say too. I wonder if like the teeth and cannibal jokes are because he got a really good reaction the first time he told one when he was like young and at the wall, and he's just chasing that dragon the whole time. He's just like, man, if I could just get this right, this killed the first time.
Yeah, it's killed. All right. Theory just popped up because he goes, well, maybe he mountain clansman. Maybe he was a mountain clansman. I just came up with this. Maybe all the jokes about him being poor, living in huts, is because he was a Tollett who was kidnapped by a mountain clan, and Ed grew up as a mountain clansman and then was sent to the wall. No?
Yeah.
He's a Vale wildling? Like kidnapped?
I could also see him just straight up like saying he's from a house that he's not actually from, and no one would ever be able to verify that he's not. Like it's not like they're gonna go to the Vale and check.
Well, and how many Tollets are gonna show up?
Yeah, man. The only one we ever meet besides him, we meet him in a sample chapter in Winds at the Gates of the Moon.
Which Tollett is that?
Andrew Tollett.
Okay. And, yeah. I also
he's
love
a random glubshadow. I'm sorry.
There's so many good names in that sample chapter because there's also Uther Shet, which just sounds
and Ossifer Lips.
Yeah, Ossifer Lips. Yeah, fuck yeah. Ossifer Lips and Uther Shet. Like, dude, like George. Those have to be placement names. Like George, there's no way he's pitching those as real names. The book's not published yet. They're all gonna have real names. But other shit and Ossifer Lips, it's so bad.
Thing is, we know there's houses Shet and Lips in the Vale, so I'm not sure.
They exist. Yeah, they're part of like Shet is like rather important in the Vale. Like they were in charge of Gulltown during like the age of like the earlier before the coming of the Andals, like like it was the Shets who hired the Graftons, and then the Graftons took over. So like the Shets are important. They just got a horrible last name.
Yeah.
All right. Where am I? I'm somewhere around here, right? Big White
Clever Lord you.
Yeah, Clever Lord you. Yep, there we go. Ghosts. Oh yeah, Ghosts of Better Choice. John says that he hopes they won't encounter any and tells Ed to get his horse ready. Word spreads fast. Oh, by the way, there is a snitch. Word spreads fast at Castle Black. Ed was still saddling the gray. Okay, when Bowen Marsh stomped across the yard to confront John at the stables. There's one other time in, I think, the next one where, like, immediately Bowen Marsh knows something. And I don't know if it's like, Ed is a snitch, but somebody's like feeding information to Bowen.
I mean,
like,
I
really
have a
quickly.
theory on who is one of the main ones who does that, because it's someone that John somewhat trusts, and it's the Mully, the one
You
with
think
the
it's
ginger
Mully?
hair. Yeah, because like just before John gets stabbed, Ghost attacks Mully. Like he's clearly.
Oh
included
yeah,
there.
shit, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
he is almost definitely one of the conspirators.
yeah, you're not
He's
wrong.
also seen standing around with Bowen Marsh in like just before that scene.
Oh well, shit. There you go.
Yeah, no, like well, there's a couple of people you can suss out that are in the conspiracy besides Bowen Marsh and Wick Whittlestick.
Damn Wick Whittlestick. During the trip, he tells Iron Emmett. I went Tron Emmett. That's not bad. That he is sending him to Longborough, where he is also sending all the spear wives. Hell yeah. The look of mangled horror and delight that passed across Iron Emmett's face was worth more than a sack of gold. I had to take that right from the book. That is such a
no, that is an absolute banger of a line.
Yeah.
Because like I was like, oh holy shit, like great, I'm being sent with girls. That's fun, but also holy shit.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, what if John finds out I'm breaking my vows?
The realization I can break my vows, but shit, I'm gonna get laid. But I'm surrounded by women, so I have to be really respectful to whoever I'm banging. Oh man! All right.
Well, we're definitely gonna get more of that later.
Yeah, we hear more about it. Emmett was asked John why he hates him, and John laughed and said that he is also sending Ed with as his steward and second in command. All right, guys, 4 slides. Unbuttered giant. I had to. They returned to Castle Black, bringing 2 wildling corpses they found with them, along with a child, his mother, a fen, a hornfoot, and a giant who is one wig, one dar one. By the way, they found in the Weirwood Grove. At the gate, they had to wait a few moments before Dolorous Edd appeared to slide back the bolts, and swing open the iron bars. When Ed caught sight of the ragged band of wildlings, he pursed his lips and gave the giant a look. Might need some butter to slide that one through the tunnel, my lord. Giggity. Sorry. Shall I send someone to the larder? John says that he will fit unbuttered. God, I love these books. John, the giant, one wig, one dar one, had to crawl on his hands and knees to get through the tunnel. Later, Ed helped smuggle spearwives from Moldtown to send with Mance to Winterfell. I learned that today.
Yeah, that's also me like remembering that. Holy shit! Yeah, Ed is in the know. Ed is someone who knows about the spearwife plot, huh?
Yep, he is part of the spearwife plot. He literally helped smuggle the spearwives into the plot.
Damn, he really is a ride or die for John.
Yeah, no, Ed's the shit, dude. I love Ed. John, Ed for hand of the Lord Commander. If John needs a hand, I'm going Ed. John sent or Sam. John sends Vale north into the haunted woods. So this is Vale the warrior princess, or sorry, wildling princess. Xena is the warrior princess. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, so it sends Vale into the haunted forest to find Tormund Giantsbane and offer him and his followers shelter south of the wall. Mully and Dolorous Edd. Well, there we go. Mully is part of this one. Yeah. Dolorous Edd stood with her, a pair of unlikely guards. John asks why she has a blind horse, but Mully says that it's only half blind. So I think that this horse is Bloodraven. He's
of course any horse that only has one eye that's working.
Horse. Yep, that's always Bloodraven. I'm sorry, but that's.
There's also a similar instance when like
Brienne,
Arya. Right? No, with Arya.
Oh yeah, Arya has an old white blind horse.
Yeah, like they go to the Inn of the Kneeling Man and they find 3 horses there in the stable, and one of them, and like each of them is like theorized to represent something, and one of them is literally a white horse with one eye.
Yeah, awesome. I knew it was somebody from the Inn at the Kneeling Man. I just thought for a second it was Brienne, Cleos, and Jamie. But no, you're right. It was Arya. Because they go to the Inn at the Kneeling Man a chapter apart, which is so good. Like, very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, when my last April Fool's, when I covered Capital H Husband, I covered that. Yeah. Capital H Husband. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my April Fool's last year. John Sensville North on top of Bloodraven with Mully the rat. John asks why she has a blind horse. Yeah, and she says, I'm like, oh, I'm not blind at all, so who cares? The road beneath the wall was as dark and cold as the belly of an ice dragon and as twisty as a serpent. Yeah, that's not foreshadowing or some type of important symbolism there. Dolorous Edd led them through with a torch in his hand. Mully had the keys for the 3 gates where bars of black iron as thick as a man's arm closed off the passage. Dolorous Edd brings John his dinner as the new in the new Lord Commander's chambers behind the armory of Castle Black. Bowen Marsh, Septim Calidor, and Althel Yarwick show up, and John wonders who keeps telling tales on him. Yeah. No, you're right. I think it's Mully. Like, I didn't even think about how he's the other one who's even part of this. So Mully's probably a mule.
Yeah, he was there a lot, and conveniently, Bowen Marsh seems to know things after he's included and shit.
Yeah, dude, I think we're all hungry today.
Yeah.
We keep talking about fast food, dude. Like, I think we're hungry today.
We
One more
can
slide,
talk
guys.
about the food in the books. Like, we can just copy Glidus. In all the tags. I don't know.
No, I wish we could, because I do feel like that's something that I would like to do, but I feel like food descriptions like Glidus and Swifty have
monopolized it, yeah.
Yeah. No, Swifty. It's Swift, yeah. But yeah, I feel like they have like the monopoly on food descriptions, and it would be weird. Me doing my character video on 3-Finger Hobbs or 3-Finger Hob for one of my Take to Black Fridays was like my excuse of like, I'm just gonna cover his food descriptions essentially. Like that's like he's around a little bit.
All the food he cooks up.
Yeah, I kept the entire food descriptions in for all of his food when I covered
Nice.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah. Well, if you want me to put Hound on the poll, I can. I don't want to do 2 characters in a row, but I mean, I'll put him on the poll. So we'll see. Ed's return. So yeah, Edd left after waking up from a crazy dream. This is the Azura High dream, by the way. John broke his fast in the cellar with his officers. Fried bread, fried eggs, blood sausages, and barley porridge made up the meal. He washed down with the yellow beer. Last to leave, yeah, there's a whole conversation with Bowen Marsh, and then he gets some leaves, whatever. Last to leave the table was Dolorous Edd Tollett, who had come in during the night with 6 wagons from Longborough, or Horsborough is what they're Barrow. Barrow? Yeah. Is it Borough? Barrow. Barrow, thank you. Longbarrow and Horsborough, the Black Brothers have called the fortress now. Edd had been sent to gather up as many spearwives in his wagons could hold and bring them back to join their sisters. John watched him mop up Runny Yolk with a chunk of bread. Yum. It was, yeah, sorry, man. Like Runny Yolk is like, what's up, dude? It was strangely comforting to see Ed's dour face again. John asked how it's going at Longbarrow. You're welcome. 10 more years should do it. Oh, yeah, because he says, how's the rebuild? He's literally asking, like, how long will it take to rebuild? And he goes, 10 more years should do it. Tollett replied in his usual gloomy tone, place was overrun with rats when we moved in. The spearwives killed the nasty buggers. Now the place is overrun with spearwives. There are days I want the rats back. That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, bringing in like lizards to get rid of the birds, and then you have to bring in, like rats to get rid of like, when you're bringing in the invasive species to get rid of other invasive species, but then they're an invasive species now. John asks how he liked serving under Emmett, but Ned says, it's mostly Black Maris serving under him, my lord. Me, I have the mules. So is he sleeping with mules? Oh, sorry. That's what it sounds like. Nettles claims we're kin. It's true, we have the same long face, but I am not near as stubborn. Anyway, I never knew their mothers on my honor. I don't get that one. Oh, that you and the mules are kin. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, that he didn't fuck the mothers of the mules. That's what
I don't know. I didn't know the mothers. All right. Yeah, no, I got it. I thought he was saying whoever Nettles is claiming that Nettles and him are kin, but no, the horses or the mules and him are kin.
Yeah,
I read that wrong. All right. He finished the last of the eggs inside. I do like me some runny egg. Yeah. If it please, my lord, don't let the wildlings eat all of our chickens. Eventually, Ed returns to Long Barrow with 6 wagons of women. And that, my friends, is all 20 slides.
Yeah.
Almost 4 hours.
Also, I do have to say, like, it's very funny that the last time we see him, he throws Iron Emmett under the bus and outs him for fucking his spear wife. But mostly it's Black Maris serving under him. It's not me.
Yeah, no, he immediately throws Emmett under the bus.
It was for the bit. Emmett will get it. It was for the bit.
How's it going over there? Emmett's breaking his vows. Besides that, wait, what? Oh my god. Yeah, for the bit.
For the bit.
All right.
All right. This took a bit, but we got there.
What do you guys want to talk about? 4 hours in, I can't see Tormund, but I can tell that Michael is drained. So yeah.
I mean, I can't be drained. I have the day starting, so yeah.
It's true. I got a bunch of shit I got to do
tonight. This was my morning. Like, I got more and more awake. That's why I was quieter at the beginning. I was just tired as fuck.
I have to stay up to at least like 7 or 8 a.m. To flip for night shift tomorrow. So I gave myself all the kitchen chores. I got dishes to put away and dishes to do. And also I have to go out and do a little bit of car work in the garage in the middle of the night. So that's what I got going on. And by car work, I mean duct taping something. I'm kidding. I was trying to.
Yeah, no, I gotta go to work soon. And yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. For all the people who stayed for 4 hours or almost 4 hours, thank you guys. You guys killing it, man. You made it. Is it 8 a.m. in Austria?
It is almost 7.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, thank you everyone who made it, and thank you everyone who made it all the way through it on the rewatch. Either way, you watch the entire thing. Do you guys got anything you want to talk about before we get out of here? Michael?
No. Check out my channel. Michael talks about stuff. Yeah. I do things there. I talk about stuff.
You talk about stuff. Yeah. You ever think that if we collabed, like did a Just Me and You podcast, like what people would do, would we just name it Michael Tacos about stuff? Like how do we combine talks about stuff and something to talks about? No, it's all horrible. All right, let's not do a podcast. No.
Yeah.
Incompatible. All right. I'm getting out of here. I got my video on the character Sweets is this Saturday. And then my April Fool's video for Butts. And I think next week is Brightwater Keep. So those are what I got going on. And then I filmed my Preston Greenfield video and one other Gulltown. So yeah, that's what I got coming up in the next 4 weeks. So yeah.
All right.
Cool. Well, say peace. Peace.
Have a good one, guys.